We're live.
Hello.
Yes, we are. I think. Let me check. Let me check. I am. I'm live. Alive. Oh wait.
There we go.
Oh, potato! I don't think
you have a photo now.
I don't know
There
if
you
you're ready
are.
for what I gotta say.
Am I at least a photo now?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Hello.
What's up, everybody? How are you doing tonight, Addi, Brooklyn, Wicked?
All good. Can't wait to pop off on Cody.
Good.
Oh, I was thinking about making a side video on my own because I got a lot of. I lost my marbles on this
hard
one.
to keep it in. I know.
Every time we mention Cody, Cody looks at me like, you know,
not
Cody
that
Brown,
Cody.
Wicked.
Oh, potato, honey. You know.
I typed his name so many times in my notes that it started with a C and I just left it. The entire darn thing has C instead of a K. I'm sorry, Cody.
There's a lot to cover. We went live on this on Saturday.
I missed that, and I'm so bummed that I missed it.
Cool. We're good. I want to kind of touch on that a little bit, and then we'll go into this episode. By the way, guys, if you'd like to become a member, hit the join button next to the subscribe button. We were just on Johnny's channel, like doing trivia, and like I won, of course. And he tried to hoodwink me to doing horror movie trivia, and I won. So my brain's a little scattered right now because I was like in game mode the whole time. So that live just ended, and now we're here. So let me say hi to everybody. There's a lot to cover. Let me see. Jay Freak, hello. Not my real name, hello. Linda S. Mary B, hello. Addi, Paula, Wicked, Amy, Plant Lover, Patty S, Nana Banana, Mary B, Brooklyn Baby, Rabbit, Hila, Fudgicle Frida, MTT, Lisa loves her pup. MW. I'm going fast now. Ellie, Johnny,
Gabriella, Judith.
Yeah, you were at the same place. Gabriella.
Fire and Ice. Married with Paranormal.
My moderator, Linda, in my chat is here.
Hello,
You
Linda.
say Linder.
Linder.
Toys for Tears. Hi.
Rhonda. And I think we're good. Okay, so I did decimate him. I told him, like, you know, it's a bad move for you to put me on trivia. And he tried to hoodwink me. Like, and I still won. So it's okay. You know. Reigning
so
champion
modest.
of all of YouTube on trivia. Can't beat
so
me.
modest.
Always the modest one, right, Addi?
I'm
Always
so modest.
And if anybody would like to send a super chat, you could send them my way because it's always appreciated. Thank you, darlings.
Yes, send super chats.
Johnny Mac, haven't seen your.
When I get a super chat now, I will sing you a song and ring a bell. Like, you know, I've upped my super chat.
John, sweetie, I'm sorry. You want them to send you super chats. You're offering a song.
My voice is melodic.
Worked very well.
Like, how
I
dare
know
you?
you're so modest, but I'd rather an instrument because a song is going to deter them from sending the super chat.
I was an all-state NISMA.
Here we go. He's got 5 awards.
Okay. Yeah.
Here we go.
Listen.
He's got 18 awards on the wall for singing now.
Well, where are your 18 awards for singing?
I got awards for cursing when I was in high school.
There you go. Barbie.
I want that award.
Okay, so Sister Wives. The premiere was last night, even though
Thank you, Potato.
Thank you, Tater.
Please don't.
A tatery song. Like, what can I do here?
I can't help it, MW.
I say, give me,
Potato Y, Potato Y.
Hi, listeners.
I put my gravy on my mashed potatoes. Ooh, see, I got this.
Do the mashed potato.
Yeah, there you go. See, we got this.
No.
Uh-oh.
Thank you, Wicked. Choo choo.
What
John,
are you
Allie's nurse. Hi, last
all I hear
night.
when I hear a choo-choo is ding, ding, ding goes the trolley. Clang, clang,
Oh, Lord,
clang
help
goes
me.
the bell. There, see, I got you.
Oh, now they're both singing. Oh, boy. Okay.
You're welcome.
Hi, we have a Grammy Award. Where's yours?
On the
Oh, I
wall.
didn't know. Milli Vanilli. I thought
It's
Milli
Yeah,
Vanilli
well,
were,
there you go. I guess you haven't seen my Grammy Award on my wall of honor here behind me.
Next
But,
on YouTube. John Yates says he has a Grammy.
I'm one short of the EGOTs. I'm just missing the Tony Award. That's all.
He's
I
the
have an
most
Oscar, I have an
modest
Emmy,
friend
I have a
I have.
Grammy.
I
That's
want you
all.
all to know that John is the most modest friend I have ever had in my life.
Ditto.
Hello,
Why do
Tony.
you think I love Heather Dubrow so much? Because I like in my
Ooh,
head, I'm Heather
hi.
Dubrow.
Tony Ann, how are
Oh,
you?
God
my
help us.
bug? I've missed you.
Oh,
Hi,
look,
Tony
Tony
Ann.
Ann can talk finally. There she is.
Yay.
Hello, Tony Ann. Hello,
Don't have to pay
Susie.
for it.
Susie Q.
What? I'm amazing. What? I'm sorry. Oh, good
And
Lord.
John, I have to say, I have enjoyed your guest appearances on Wendy's Lego channel, the Lego Laws, and hey, Pineapple.
Thank you,
Uh-oh.
Pineapple.
Okay, I got a song for you.
Oh, look,
Pineapple. Okay, here we
Pineapple.
go.
Oh, no, you should have said no singing.
Oh wait, wait. I need a. Where's my tambo? I need the tambo for this one.
Tony
Here we
Ann,
go.
11 months.
So,
You guys are coming in hot. Do you
in
think
my
people-
opinion, nation, the summer will shine again.
So I'm gonna
What's
throw
that
up.
from?
I'm probably gonna throw up in a second.
All right, well, please
Are you
don't.
pregnant?
No, definitely not. Immaculate
Oh,
conception.
just asking.
You guys are coming in hot tonight with the chats. Thank you, my people.
Any fruit songs? What is that? I'm a
There's
chiquita
another
banana.
potato.
Oh, yeah. Oh my God, potato.
Oh, like what? What Brooklyn? You don't want to hear my my musical voice?
I
Like I need my Tony Award to get to fulfill my EGOT. So what?
I rather like you clap for the super chat or maybe just like do an
Well,
instrument.
you
And we're
know,
gonna shake and shimmy for all
Tony
of
and,
my.
you know, by Tony giving something, there's your Tony.
Thank you for the 11 months. Woohoo, Tony. 11 months. Woohoo.
Tony Ann. All right, so to Sister Wives. Okay, if you guys didn't watch my live last night with Molly, it was
It was
amazing.
fantastic.
Thing.
It really, really was.
I love
I
her.
enjoyed it.
If you have any type of bra fittings or you have like
Oh, Jay Freak.
I'm gonna sing for you, Jay, for a second. Let me get this out first. The nice part, because I didn't know what Molly was capable of in her bra business. I just thought she fitted bustier women, but Molly it does God's work and can fit somebody with the double mastectomy like my mother-in-law. If you have an A cup, a B cup, if you want to feel, she works magic. And
do you know how hard? I mean, she last night, I don't know if you all caught this, is accredited as a durable DME provider, which is huge because that means that she can get paid via Medicare or Medicaid.
Yes, yes.
I mean that.
Oh my God, we got Jay
That's
Freak.
no joke. That is
MTT. You jumped on that train, huh? Okay, no worries.
Wait,
When you're up here,
first off, MTT,
when
really?
you're up
This is
here,
the first time you
MTT, I'm
ever gave
getting
me
you
a super
back.
chat in all the years I've known you? Okay.
Hey,
That's
don't you know? They're trying to get at me right now. They're trying to stick it to me for over talking.
yeah, they're like, here's
I
$2.
know what's happening. I know
Shut
what's
up.
going on.
Please, we're having an event here. Brooklyn, I would love for you to come to it. It's in East Orange.
I think I am gonna come.
It's October 19th. Me and Cody will be there interviewing people. It's for breast cancer. It's a really good cause, and I would, anybody who's like in this area, like Long Island, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, anybody who lives in this area, Connecticut maybe, lives in this area. It's in East Orange, New Jersey on October 19th. It's for breast cancer. Molly will be doing free fittings. There's going to be other speakers there. And, I want to, because I've had my family's suffering with cancer and I lost almost all my family to it. So it really speaks close to me. And I really hope to see anybody I can there. And if you want to talk to me directly, I can give you the information. It's on my Instagram. And Molly is a great person, despite what you think on her last season on The Last Resort. So I was really happy with Molly last night. I thought it was one of my best interviews I've ever had. Like, better than Peyton. So please, if woman's out is feeling.
Oh my God. And
I'm trying to promote a charity here. Hold on. If any woman
It's
is
me doing
feeling
it, not John.
insecure about their breast or whatever stage of life you're in, Molly's your girl and she will take care of you. And that was more important to me than any interview I've ever done, to be honest with you. So please, if you can't make it to the event on in East Orange, New Jersey on the 19th, I have a, if you put what's the code? New Bra 24. If you put, if you go to Libere Lingerie, if you put New Bra 24 and there's a promo code, you'll get a free fitting. And whatever stage of life you're in, no matter if you have no boobies or giant ones, Molly's gonna take care of you.
Long ones.
Now I have to deal with all these super chats. Hold on.
I just have one thing to say. MW, the one time I interrupted Wicked, now you know that's a lie. Now you know that's a lie.
Oh, now
I
come
see those
on.
comments. That voice drives me crazy. Oh, Potato. Thank you, Coffee. Thank you, all of you. You guys are coming in hot.
Brooklyn, this is just how the family operates.
I know.
Addie's quiet and nice.
Addie's a sweet one. And they're like, that Brooklyn's voice is like nails on a chalkboard.
I totally went. I don't know.
Okay.
You saw my comment on that.
Oh, girl, I love you so much.
I'm like,
So,
this
Jay-Free,
is us.
I love you from the tip of you to the bottom of you and all the stuff
Yes,
in between.
same
at
here.
the car wash. Ooh,
the train goes on.
at the car wash now.
Oh, Lord.
If I want to talk, I will just talk right over you.
Oh.
That's right.
Here, Gracie has to say hello to our people. Hello, people.
Thank you again, Potato Tater.
Donnie, I beat you at trivia.
Oh, Lisa, good. I'm good.
That's a John Yates original right there.
So,
MTT,
Lisa, I just want to say,
song.
Lisa, I'm glad you're going to go see her because
That's
guess who has
the last one out.
guess who has a virtual appointment? Yours truly.
That's the night that they hung and it is the man.
Don't
Don't trust yourself with no back to a southern lawyer. The judge of the town got bloodstains on his hands. There you go. Country
Hey,
friends.
No idea what song that was.
Yes, you do. Wait, the night's oh Lord. Okay. Potato. Tea for chew and chew for tea. Okay. Coffee.
You
right after tea for two, you do coffee.
You started this crap with the singing.
I'm good with just, a maraca.
You see how I feel now?
When
Wicked?
you walk by every night, talking
Talking
sweet
fine,
and looking
looking
fly,
fine.
I get kind of hectic inside. There you go. That's a little Mariah Carey for you. MW.
Thank you, Lisa.
No Halloween. That's from Stevie Wonder. Okay, we need to really start this live. Okay, oh Lord, Tater again. Maybe I bit off more than I could chew with the singing.
At the end of the day, Brooklyn's always right, aren't I? Aren't I, people?
It was like a nice, like
Nikki.
homage to
They
real,
want
like
Spice
I
Girls,
don't
John.
know.
Spice Girls.
Yeah, Spice Girls
Hello.
next, John. Do a Spice
Nikki wants
Girls.
Spice
La
Girls.
la 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 la. You said Spice Girls. La 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 la. Right? When
I
you're
don't know.
feeling sad and low,
I would
we
stick to
will
blogging.
take you
and
where you want to go. Okay, Spice Girls got that. Violin dancing, everything is free. All you need is what?
Lover.
Positivity. Come on, guys.
I'm gonna say stick to blogging and tennis.
Fine. Oh. Color of the world, spice up your life. Every boy, every girl, spice
Yes.
up your life. People in the world, spice up your life. Aww. Okay. Back
Hit the
to
like
Sister Wives.
button.
I love Spice Girls. Hello. Like, come on. Last time that we had this conversation, I decided we should be friends.
Ooh.
But now we're running around in circles. Tell me, will this deja vu ever end?
Did you kick me out because I hate your singing?
And now you tell me that you're falling
I don't
in
even think he
love. Well, I
noticed.
never ever
What
thought
is
that could
happening?
be.
Just be happy he didn't mute you.
Oh my
And
god.
that was for free. That one.
Oh my god, Barbie, stop, please.
Xanadu.
You know what? He started
Come
this
on, John.
clap.
Do that one. That's my favorite that John
There's like
does.
18 super
There's a
chats in
place
5 minutes.
that nobody dares to go.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
god.
God.
Oh my god. Look what I started. Look what I started. I cannot believe I opened my mouth and started this. I am literally dying right now. A slow death.
Do your neon lights will shine for you. It's Xanadu.
Oh my god, you suck.
What? The masses
actually
want me to
suck.
sing. I'm sorry, Brooklyn, that your voice is like nails on a chalkboard. Nobody
This
wants
is
to hear it.
actually horrible. Oh my god. Fire
This
and
my baby.
with you. I'm gonna have a bone to pick with
Angel
you, Fire and Ice.
mine, I'm the first in line. Baby, you're still free. Take a chance on me. If you need me, let me go, and I'll be around.
All right, guys, that was great. We need a break.
April
from
knows.
that.
Yes. I might have to rebrand to like John Yates does musical recap.
Oh my god.
Love you, sweetie.
Thanks,
Take
love
a
you.
hand from me. Okay. Oh, guys, thank you for the super chats. And
I'm not
if
even
you wanna
talking
hear this
anymore
voice,
because
I will
look what
do it
I
all night long.
started.
I don't know if I'm drunk or you're drunk, Barbie. I don't know where to fucking go with this shit.
Susie, I thought I could count on you to not
And-
send anything.
all
You
that
said you
jazz.
couldn't.
I can't keep up. Oh, and all
Oh.
that jazz. Cody, take it.
Come on, baby, now turn it out. I got your whiskey hot and my cooter's out.
Oh my.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna take Excedrin. I'll be right back.
And all that jazz.
Wicked, don't you dare partake in this.
And all that
Yeah.
jazz.
I just wanted a hibbity bitty bitty Williams.
Don't you dare.
You know, it's funny last
There you
night
go.
when
That
you
one.
had mentioned Yolanda and you were like, Williams. I don't think she caught it.
I don't
Nikki,
either.
stop. I don't want to think of that.
You don't think of what?
Read the comment.
I see it. You should be happy that me and Cody have foreplay. We're
Yeah,
in
but
our
I don't want to
40s.
think about it.
Wait, when did that happen?
I don't know.
Because I can't remember the last time we had foreplay.
Oh
now-
my
now
God,
it's getting
MTC, are
spicy.
you dying?
Send
We've
super
talked
chats
for
for
oh Lord, oh
information.
God, I can't. Hold on.
Oh
I
my
need some hot tea
God.
and lemon right
I'm a
now for
virgin
my
again,
voice.
so-
Oh my God.
John, look what's going on. You're missing this, John.
Look at the chat.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. It's raining
Thanks, Rose.
super
Thank
chats.
you.
Hallelujah. It's a raining super chats.
I have lost all control.
I'm gonna
this
go
live.
out. I'm gonna
Oh,
Oh, thank you,
Brooke
Brooke Snow.
Snows just
absolutely so
good.
What is happening? Stop what
We
you are
got-
doing right now.
God bless
good
Mother
What is happening?
Nature.
Snurk,
Jesus.
MTT, Fire and Ice, Potato, Lisa. Got congratulations on
But
your.
you find out what she had to do.
yeah, we need
I might
StreamYard
get
to put
foreplay
those in so
tonight,
we can
y'all.
see.
God.
Thank you.
I
Brooke
just threw my book
Snows.
out the
Yeah,
window.
I'll
Wait.
Just
Did I miss
curious,
any
like what is
chats?
actually happening on this live right now? Like where
And
are we in the
J
world?
Freak wants Bon Jovi.
Oh, Bon Jovi. A cowboy. Right, that's his song, right?
Steel horse.
The horse
I
I
ride.
ride.
Are
I'm a
we still talking about
cowboy.
are we still doing Sister Wives?
We are, but Pineapple needed to shower, so she's
Dead
going
or
to
alive.
How do I get control of this
Fly
live?
walk these streets. No, Snurk, I've been in a good mood for 2 months now, and I am great. I'm feeling alive for the first. Oh, look at all this. Look at all this stress
I
I'm giving
mean,
you.
what is
Hey.
happening? Wendy,
Foreplay's
Look at all
coming.
this stress.
there's my Wendy.
Josh Sider, eat your heart out.
Hey, Wendy.
There you go.
I'm
I don't
sorry.
know.
Wendy, I have enjoyed the Legos.
I just want to say one thing.
Perfect.
I just want to say one
Did I
thing.
miss any super chats?
I have no idea
Oh,
what I
probably.
even started tonight, but you're all freaking amazing. But the singing, I'm over it. I don't know about you guys. No, Nikki.
Don't be jealous.
Wendy.
Oh, you know who's not over it?
Hi, Wendy.
Wendy.
I love you,
Oh.
Wendy.
Wendy, I thought you were my girl. What's happening right now? We just got over the
What's happening?
singing.
You gotta be bad. You gotta be bold.
Oh
you
my
gotta
God.
be wiser.
Holy shit.
You gotta be hard. You gotta be tough. You gotta be
Holy
stronger. You gotta be cool. You gotta be calm. You gotta stay together. All I know is
Love will stand the day.
Herald what your mother said.
Read the books your father read.
Try to take your. I forgot that verse, but that's for
In
you.
your
Whitney.
own sweet time.
Some
Yeah,
may
where
have
is
more
Mod
passion.
148? I haven't seen her in a long
Others have
time.
a different view. Why? Oh, why? Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, Mish. Good to see you.
And this is the excitement that you'll all get for watching every one of these lives now, because I've never felt more alive than I felt in like the last 2 months. I finally feel like I'm myself again after being thwarted by people for like almost 3 years. And like, I know honestly to everybody who's in this chat
Hi,
that
Linda. Thank you
I
for
came off
joining,
as
Linda.
a monster.
Thank you,
I
Linda.
did.
That's on mine.
But honestly, to everybody,
Oh, can't. No.
like it was my own fault for acknowledging it. And I went down that rabbit hole, and now that that's behind me, I finally feel peace again. And I was an asshole, like a big fucking asshole.
Well, you
and
still are.
wicked we lost, but
Oh.
all I want
We
is
lost
for people
Vicky,
to
but I
come
love
back
when you
to
said you were an
live
asshole.
and have fun like we used to, and that's it.
How big of an asshole were you, John?
Do I really need to respond to that question?
A
I think you already
big,
know.
big one.
I was.
It was off the scales. I have
Oh,
to
and
say.
crap's happening to you. You kind of.
But you know what? But you know what? Take a look at this chat.
Oh, what did you say? Take a look.
Take a
Well,
look.
take a Look at me now.
Take a look.
Oh
He's in a
my
book
God.
reading Rainbow.
Come on now, Brooklyn. You set yourself up.
You
for
really
number
hit on
one.
that one, Brooklyn. Like
I
you know,
I said one thing. Send super chats for me, and all of a sudden you all went nuts in the chat, and you're all crazy that you love hearing him sing. Meanwhile, I just took you Advil.
Well, someone is asking you to do your cooking live still.
Well, no, and
I'm
I want
waiting
Brooklyn.
on-
I want to do that with you. To be honest, like, I want you to me and you do a live together where like you teach us how to make proper.
I would
sauce.
love that. I would absolutely love that. I would love that.
That's
I'm
gonna be the
super
first live
excited.
that we do. I
I
promise
would
you.
so be down for it. I
Right,
would-
I
so yeah,
honestly,
He wasn't
right.
even just the hole. He was the whole ass and then the hole.
I honestly forgot like how grueling.
There's a whole.
Hey,
with
Hey,
that. There's a whole-
David.
I forgot
David.
how grueling this was. Like, you know, because I've been distracted for like 3 years. So getting back in the blogging game, like I forgot how much work goes into it. And I'm like, damn. Did I do this like all the time, man? Like,
Yeah,
but
you're good at it.
we're gonna get back.
MW, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing.
Did I miss any super chat song? Don't
Like 10.
No, I did the last one, reading
I know.
Rainbow.
Oh, just what you're eating. Oh.
Because it hurts.
Okay.
I mean,
just wanna
Brooklyn
try
girl,
this.
you should be happy that he's not like acknowledging any cash apps or
Wait a minute.
windows
Oh
or
my
but, you
God.
know, all
Butterfly
of
in
those
the
too.
sky.
You know, John Yates
I
and
prefer
Ray
to
Charles.
Likewise is
He said them all.
You need it.
So take a look. It's in a book.
Hello,
The
bicycle.
reading rainbow. See, I got
John,
you
did you
guys.
acknowledge the 5 new memberships?
He didn't hear me sing it, MW. He didn't
Yes.
hear me do.
Oh wait, no, I didn't see it. Who won them? Who got them?
Oh,
Who gave them? Brooks knows.
No,
Yeah, Brooks knows.
Linda. Linda's a new member, and then someone else, and Brooks knows gave
no.
them.
Okay, so Linda is in my chat. That's my moderator. She
Brooks
became a
knows.
member on my channel. Yeah.
You're so amazing.
Fire and Ice. You and I
And
tonight.
then
Okay,
Brooks
we're not
knows.
saying
Well,
Hold
She's
on,
so
hold on.
amazing.
Brooks knows.
we love Brooks
five.
knows here.
She's
We talk off
angel.
off YouTube all the time.
So
And
Addi
like,
can
she's
tell
one
you
of,
who gave you the
Brooks
membership.
knows is one of my best friends, and
I would have to say one of mine.
she's been
also
there for
because
me.
I love her.
Like she's really been an amazing person. I'm
She's the
so
woman
I'm
that
so
has her feet in
grateful
the
that
ground
Brooks
and
knows
like,
in my
oh my
life.
It's just,
pineapple.
And for wait,
Told
for
you you
Fire
could
and
do it.
Ice here. This is for you, Brooklyn. For your Excedrin. Little, yellow, different, better, Nuprin. There you go. That's on that one.
what's that?
Remember the Nuprin commercials from like back in the
28
day?
minutes
Oh my god. Nup it with
28
Nuprin.
minutes
Nobody
later.
remembers Nuprin?
What's it different?
What do they say on
It was-
SpongeBob? 28 minutes later.
Yes. And yes, please
2
sub
hours later.
to Lego Law. We have they had a fun time.
Yes, Wendy put David's channel in the chat, so that's awesome. Thank you, Linda
I
or
just have
Wendy.
one thing to say. You know what I want to say right now?
We're
Lieutenant
all
Dan.
waiting on
ask
bated
me-
breath.
Stop the singing.
So Lieutenant Dan,
Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
Little, yellow, different, better. And for pineapple, I'm gonna say one of those nights. Come on. Everyone knows the song. No?
I don't know the song.
I just
I
I don't know
realized that.
any songs.
Sorry, I
I'm
just
all out
realized
of
that.
songs.
I just realized that MW put that last super chat in my chat, and so I thank you very much.
At any rate, I know I've been like a
And
shit
Valhalla's
person
here,
for
so
like the last
welcome.
3 years. I know I have, and like it's my own fault it's my fault ultimately for responding. So
It is.
I have to take full accountability.
It is.
I was the one that responded to things I should never responded to.
That's true.
And now that
Live
I've
and
been
learn.
like what 2 months free of this now, and there are people who are trying to bait me all the time, and it's like I wouldn't go back to that world for all the teen
Right.
fucking China.
We don't look
You know,
anymore.
right?
I don't look. I finally feel like myself again after
So
like
can I get
3
my
years.
apology?
I'm sorry you love me. There you go.
Aw.
There's that.
Oh, that
It's
was very Cody
world.
Brown like.
She is up here. I'm getting her back. That's all I'm saying.
No, you love your Disney. Come on.
I want to tell
It's
you,
a whole new world. Come on.
we've been
Cody.
on for 30 minutes.
No,
and
I think I want to put
Got
you
30
under the sea. La 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 la.
John.
Under the sea.
That's where I'm dropping.
David
it.
wants to know how the poor owl is, John.
Wetter. Take it from me.
After I drop you off.
you can't stop this if you wanted to, Addi. Trust me.
John,
Gosh,
David wants to know
remember
how
when
the
he was
poor
going
owl
off
is.
on the Teresa one night?
The owl that I
Oh,
gave up on and
that-
broke into a million pieces on part 2
We already
of
have
the
a plan.
live.
now. We're,
But we have a
we're
plan.
tag teaming this.
Not
Then
your
I'm gonna
Lego
put-
piece. You didn't
I'm
kill
gonna
the
put
Lego
every
owl.
piece in color, size, order, and me and Cody are gonna tackle
It's
this fucking
back
bird.
down to like
'Cause this bird will-
bags again.
No
It
one's
was
beaten me
broken
yet, and I'll be damned if this fucking Lego fucking Hogwarts fucking set beats me. Okay.
I'm down with the cussing, yo. Good Lord. Bless him. Jesus Christ.
Oh, David, just we'll let you.
Dawn, did you hear what I said?
No.
Okay, I think it's really cool that we are exactly 30 minutes into this and you got exactly 30 super chats. And I just want to say that's one super chat a minute. And I just want to say to all of you amazing people that follow him and follow him relentlessly and follow everything he does, really from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Because that
Thank
just
you,
shows
thank you,
us
thank you.
And off
That's
what
really
you just
cool.
said, thank you.
that you appreciate us being up here because like I know I work all day and it's a lot to come on at night, but we love it and we do it because you guys talk to us and it's the entertainment and it's the interacting and I just want to really from the bottom of our hearts say thank you.
You said it
Yes,
perfectly,
and
Brooklyn.
thank you. And like, I know, and I really appreciate everyone who's stuck by my side, like for like the last like 3 years, because it's very easy to like give up on people. So I know that to my panelists here on this chat,
I
to the
did.
people in my chat right now, it's I am really super appreciative of you guys standing by my side, and
I appreciate it myself.
there are people commenting on like my being whatever. It's fine because you know what, Rome wasn't rebuilt in a day, and I did a lot of damage to myself, and all I'm gonna do is just keep continuing. Oh my god.
Down, bro.
Oh my God, that is so.
Legos.
I don't even know what to say to you guys. You are
Thank
all
you,
so
Dave.
generous.
And please make sure that you are sub to Lego Life and Libations. Like,
Yes,
I'm
it's a
very
lot of fun.
hesitant to go on people's lives, and
But Dave is also very amazing.
and Bahala and Wendy H.
All of them. They are so fun.
They brought me on getting horrible. Valhalla said like on Twitter, like he was getting horrible messages about me, and Dave too, and whatever.
But he chose to.
But
just
they
take for
chose
his
to keep me
opinion.
on there, and they are good people. I
They
never
are.
felt
They're
so
fun.
at home on
they're
another
very
channel
loving,
than with them.
very
I really
accepted.
enjoy them. So please
Yes.
make sure
Can
that you
someone drop
sub to
his
them.
Drop his link.
drop his link.
Yeah, Wendy
That's
did
right.
earlier
And
and Barbara's
double,
got it
you
now.
tell him. Oh,
Thank you, Jules.
Oops, sorry,
Oh,
Donna.
I didn't drop Brooklyn, by the way. John, you're interrupting him while she's telling us
Something's
how amazing
happening.
we are. Okay, I will. I promise you, I will not do that. And thank you, Jules, for that. What's a good song for Jules?
Hey,
Let me see.
Linda.
Whoops.
Oh, hold on. What the heck is happening?
Bro-
I love double.
StreamYard is kicking my butt tonight.
We
Thank
promise
you,
we're
Jules.
not doing it to our Brooklyn.
I'm starting to think you are.
I know, I promise. I'm the one controlling the stuff. He's John's not.
Me and Jules are good like on the 80s stuff, so I'm trying to give 80s songs like
Okay.
you take the good, you take the bad, you take them all, and there we have the pack of life.
All right, let's start dragging Cody Brown.
Cody Brown.
Wait, why are we here? Oh, Sister Wise. All right,
Yes.
so this was the biggest pre-opening to any recap we've ever done. So let me play the
Yeah,
the intro.
35 minutes worth.
Teeny tiny.
Sorry.
Just saying.
Receipts, proof, timeline, screenshots,
That
Right,
never gets-
I'm just that will never get old. Sorry. Wrong one. Nope. Okay.
Teeny, teeny, tiny shots.
Okay, so let's talk about the season premiere of Sister Wives from last night. And the show starts off with saying this was filmed late fall of 2022. And that bothered
Okay,
me. You know,
so
I haven't
that
seen
is 17, 18, and 19. 3 seasons. And I'm sure part of 17 was filmed in 2022.
and I made a post on Instagram saying, like, you know, my interview with Peyton that I did in January of last year is still the most current tea you have
True
on
story.
the show. Which is sad, man.
I mean-
it really is sad.
This is too confusing. And the first thing I thought last night was, here we are, Christine saying she's single. Now, we watched her wedding special months and months ago. And last night she's saying, I love being single and I'm going to introduce you to David. Why are they doing this? You're starting off the show, you know, having the words up there about their son's death. Now we're going 2 years backwards. It just doesn't make sense. Everyone knows what's conspired. Like, I don't understand.
Well,
But
they
before
they
we
have
talk
also
about-
picked up on the very last part of season 18.
It's
I mean,
just too confusing. And I have
this
to
is
say
all
something.
the footage from 17, 18, and now 19. I mean, come on.
It doesn't make any sense. Also, I saw Mary
Hey.
like yesterday on a quick live or something she put out, and she's got to be down like 40 pounds. She looks phenomenal. She looks the best she's ever looked right now.
Yeah, they all are taking the drink stuff that they sell.
Right.
Tony, McKelty, Christine, Janelle, and
I mean, the twins
Mary.
are 2
all
years
of
old
them.
for crying out loud.
Yeah, but the reason that they did it is because they wanted to make that wedding a special, but they are not Bravo. They take
Right.
way too long to
Right.
get from
It's too much.
Yes, at least with Bravo they can do it. You know, the weddings
It's,
come out.
you know, they
and
film with Housewives. They film like you know with let's see, OC, but that's on right now. They film their shots like, you know, January, February, March, and now we're seeing it, you know, August, September, which makes sense. You know, you need, you know, 6 months to, like, you know, for editing and all that stuff, which I get, but like to have like 2 years in between seasons, and like, you know, they already filmed season 19, which we just started watching today, with season 20, which we'll watch next year. I just
It's
don't
too
get.
much.
No.
I don't get it.
No.
I mean,
I don't know. I really don't. I don't understand how they operate. I don't understand why they don't think about what the audience is like, how we're watching it and how we're taking it in and how much we already know. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, make the season longer, make last season longer, do something. This is not working.
Fast forward, crying out loud. It's like every second of film. Okay, here. We left that 5 minutes out. Well, here, let's pick that up. We can get a whole episode out of that.
But I will tell
I mean,
you,
come
the
on.
more I watch this show, the more, and I gave him that, you guys know, last season, I tried so hard to find benefit of doubt for Robin and even for Cody a little bit, but it's gone. I want to know, like, the real Robin, because what she portrays on camera to me now, I know, is just BS. Because the things people have said that she's done, the things that Christine continuously says, the comments that are made. I mean, even Janelle, of all people, Janelle's not the kind of person to talk bad, but when they reference her, it's always drama, two-face. You know, there's so many comments, and I just want to know, like, instances of what she's done.
That better be a joke.
No.
David
No.
for you.
I don't think you understood me. I get it. I know she's
No,
done a
he's-
lot, but
he's-
I wish they would divulge like specific stories is what I'm saying. I wish they would say things like openly about her. Why not? It's all over now. Just tell situations where she's done things.
He's so. See, I told you.
Oh my God.
I love David. He's awesome.
Oh my God.
Robin is the real victim.
He's definitely not the victim. I just want to know more of the bad stuff about her. Like I want to know I want to know the things that she said to them, and I want to know the stories about, because Christine's always throwing things out there, but like I want to know the juice and the meat and potatoes behind it. You know what I mean? And even like Cody, I know why I can't stand him. The way he speaks, the things he says, it's nauseating. But Robin comes on the screen and she's like, "Oh, it's not what I wanted.
Is anybody believing that? Is anybody believing Robin's
No, not at
sobbing?
all. That's what I'm trying to say. I wish that the other wives would just go into it now. Say, guess what? On this day, she said this to me, and I tried to, go out with her kids, and she told me no, and I just want to know more.
You know what I want to say to Robin? Close the door.
Exactly, MW. Exactly. See, that's what I'm saying, MW. I want to know like the meat and potatoes.
Don't let yourself.
Don't give it all
we
away
know-
for free, Cody.
Look,
Go
we know that
down,
Cody is a
yeah.
narcissist. Like, we know that. The things he says, what did he say in the upcoming scene? Like, it's your fault for loving me. Like, he's a
Right.
narcissist, right? But, like, Robin is fake. And I want to see, like, more of the vitriol she spewed. I want to know about
Vitriol,
that.
look at you.
Hi, I graduated
in
from
order
college.
to do
You
that,
don't know what
I'll give
degree
you 2 things for
you
50
get.
words.
I mean,
There you go.
their confession. I'd like to know how far their confessionals go back versus the filming.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's too scattered. It's just so scattered.
And I think it's very interesting. Cody, you want to talk about Madison? No, they're like,
Yeah, why?
whole
Why won't you
breaking the
talk about
fourth
Madison?
wall.
Why?
Imagine having all those children and 3/4 of them have no relationship with you whatsoever. You're so worried about your faith and your this and your that. What kind of man are you? 3/4 of your children, 3 women divorced you, and 3/4 of your children want nothing to do with you. I want to know the truth. Like, forget what we see on TV. Like, start telling us stories, instances. Like, for example, Robin said something at the wake, or, well, what did she say? Like,
It was about Garrison.
Well, I know something big went down because
Allegedly,
McKelty.
it was about Garrison. She made a crack remark about Garrison, and she made a scene at that funeral, which I reported on back on Saturday. And I also want to make something clear. Like, I had said that Coyote Pass wasn't paid off. It was paid off. Someone had said to me that it was paid off, and I wasn't sure. I'm still getting my legs wet again, like trying to get back into this world. But I was mistaken, and I will take ownership of that. Coyote Pass was sold. They paid they paid it off in 2023, like June or July of 2023.
And Robin is still hoping that.
I just wanted to say that because,
Mary might move.
but I'm also going to give some memberships on my own end. So,
So they paid the land.
Time when
they did their land contract and then just sold it off. Is that how I'm understanding it?
I mean, they didn't build on it, so maybe they.
Oh no, they definitely didn't build on it. But did they? They paid it off and then just because the guy had agreed to the like subdivision, if you will, but they're going to have to sell it off just based upon they couldn't have put
Well,
They couldn't have
regardless,
divided the acres like they did
right.
because it's
Well,
some of the
regardless,
places are
at least
landlocked.
they paid it off. But I have to say, I can't imagine. I just can't imagine even before, all these divorces, all of them living on one property like that. They can't stand each other. None of them, other than Christine and Janelle, actually like each other.
Right.
You know
And
what
I
I mean?
don't think anyone there, good night. I don't think any of the Brown family want to live there now just based upon.
Well, what Brown family? Nobody ever wanted to live there to begin with.
But I'm just
Like,
saying, there's so much bad juju, or there's not enough sage for that. It's like Cody did come up
They
with
were
a
never
very good,
building on it. It was never
there's-
happening. It
yeah.
was never happening. That's it. It was just never happening. I saw on TikTok, there was a woman who I guess pretended to be interested in buying the house. I don't know if everybody.
Oh, Akira.
Akira.
Okay, yeah. So you saw that whole video of her going room
Yeah,
to room
we
to room?
talked about that on the Saturday Live.
Yes, I watched the whole video. She did.
So obviously you were talking about like how hideous the decor
I mean,
was, right?
it's fucking hideous. I think anybody
horrible.
with a sense of like
It's absolutely
a modicum
horrible.
of like decorator design in their brain would be like, what are you doing? Like, I don't.
Robin was the youngest one. I started watching old episodes, and she was so young when she came into that family. I mean, she was attractive. She was young. What happened to her? She's frumpy. She always looks angry. She's just, no sense of style, no sense of taste.
Don't forget the jowls that she has. There's that.
It was positive, Paula. It was very chaotic. Like stuff, any way you could jam a picture, she jammed a picture. It's just so sad. What did he say? Love needs to be multiplied, not divided.
Not divided, yeah.
Yeah,
right. I mean,
but
he lived
No.
a lie. He was never in
Mary-
love with any of his wives, but yet you made all of these children with them. And by the way, that's another thing. I don't care that his children are adults. If my father told me tomorrow, if him and my mom got divorced, first of all, I'd be like a 3-year-old. I'd be hysterical. But listen, I'm an adult, but I'll admit it. God forbid my parents were getting divorced. If my father told me or told my mom, let alone on national TV, that he never loved her, you know how that would affect me as an adult? Like, wow, like my father never loved my mom. He was never attracted to her. He never loved her. But yet he made all these children with her. Like, that is so horrible.
Well, in this case, he only had the one, Mariah.
No, that's not true, because he told Christine he
No,
was never attracted to her
Cody
either.
only had one kid with Mary, and it was Mariah.
No. You didn't hear what I said, though. I'm talking about saying to Christine, I was never attracted to her.
But that's what he said about Mary.
No.
He also said it to Christine.
Mary. Yes. He told Mary he never loved her, but he told Christine he was never attracted to her. And when she ate the nachos on the first date, it nauseated him.
Which is why they eat the nachos several times now on videos.
Exactly. That's right. He told Christine that he was never attracted to her. Can you imagine how her 5 or 6 or however many children
remember him
feel?
saying that to Christine ever.
Absolutely.
It was at the table.
Yes.
Absolutely did.
It was at the table. He told her specifically that he never loved her.
That's right.
He broke her heart.
Not that he never loved her. Well,
no,
okay, but
he was never attracted to her.
That he was never attracted to her.
Absolutely did.
He was never attracted to her. He was up. He didn't like her.
And that was after she broke up with him, right? And
that
was when. Okay.
Yeah, that was before.
Give me the season and episode where he says that. I'll play it right now. I don't remember that.
Okay, so I don't know season and whatever, but that's when they sat the very first time he went.
I've only heard Cody say that he was never, I never loved you, Mary. Like I was never attracted to you. Like I married
the actual words.
The anointment with God, or like whatever he said. John, I never heard that about
you
Christine.
Have the 3 of us telling you and the chat telling you that he said that to Christine.
Yes, he did.
Well,
It was
give
when
me
they
the
were
proof
sitting
then.
at the table. I can't.
Are you out of your mind?
He was
I
sitting
think you
at
might
the
be out of your
table. What guys in the chat? What episode was that?
I'm not
Y'all-
defending Cody here because I can't stand him. I'm just saying I never heard that, and I would like the clip of him saying that about
Yes.
her. That's
I don't know
all.
the episode or the day, but I remember it like yesterday because I was like, whoa. And Christine, by the way, also has said several times in her confessionals, like, not attracted to me. How dare you? You know what I mean?
From what I see on the show, and like I watch every episode, maybe I missed this one episode where he said that, but you know, when Christine left, you know, it broke his fucking heart, and like, you know,
Oh, I don't think it broke his heart. I think it broke his ego.
oh, you know, no, Christine was the most subservient of all the fucking wives. She was. Christine was.
Right.
You know,
Not his heart. I don't think it broke his heart. I think it broke his ego.
I think both.
I think it was around the knife and the kidneys that he said that he never was attracted to her.
Lisa says that I feel like he said it multiple times. Yes, they did multiple times.
And someone text
They
me a
played
clip
that-
of him saying it. Like that's all I'm asking
looking for it now.
And I'm not on Cody's side. I can't stand him. I
know.
I
But
need
my
to hear
point is, like, you told one wife you never loved her. You told another wife that you were never attracted to her. How do you think all your children are going to feel? That came from, these are their mothers. These are the
they
women.
would feel horrible. And like, you know, to go back how this started, like, you know, I get kind of why Mariah, now Leon, is all screwed up, you know, and you know, and if you remember the earlier seasons, Mariah, and I'm going to talk about her in Mariah because she was Mariah in those parts of the show. And if you say, oh no, his name's, I don't give a fuck. But you remember like the older seasons, like when like Mariah was constantly going to Mary and crying, saying like, I can't believe like no one gives us this time of day, and how hard you tried, Mom. And this, you guys not remember that?
Yeah, I remember.
So I can understand why Mariah, being the only daughter of Mary, now son of Mary, and Cody, would, you know, I'm sure she had like a lot of flack because, you know, in Mariah / Leon's purview, you know, Janelle has 6 kids, Christina has 6 kids, and, you know, it was just Mariah and Mary all the time, you know, alone. And I could not, you know, they wanted a plural family, you know, Cody wanted to knock out 6 kids each from each wife, and Mariah, and you know, Mary only gave the one, and Mariah was riddled. Mary was riddled with miscarriages over the years, and
That's
I
right.
cannot.
Paula. When he said,
I'm looking, Paula.
He said to Christine, "The sacrifices I made to love her." Really, you had to make sacrifices to love Christine? Really? Season 17, episode 18. Season 17, episode 18, the one-on-one.
Yes, I have the clip from Entertainment Tonight.
Play it.
All right, 1 second. Let me
roll it.
Hold on.
Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Every time I hear that, that's exactly what I say in my head.
Exactly, me too.
See.
Oh, I can't give memberships. I guess I gave too many away last time. Damn it.
Hold on. Oh, there.
Oh wait, that's on my iPhone. iPhone charge more. But let me go to my computer. Hold on.
All right, let me make this sucker. We don't need it really that big. Take me a minute. All right, we're just gonna let it play. It's 2 minutes and 40 seconds.
Okay.
My bad behavior, that's just insulting. Please, I'm an adult. That's just rude and belittling. No, how dare you? I was furious.
Christine Brown snaps back at Cody after his not so nice words when they were still together.
I think just because I'm so more grounded in I just like me and I like my life so much better now.
In the one-on-one Sister Wives special on TLC, the former couple watches back clips showcasing the fallout of their spiritual marriage, which includes some harsh words from Cody.
You're blaming me for me being turned off by your behavior. The reason I'm not attracted is because she's not being loyal. It feels like because I feel betrayed. It's true that I wasn't attracted to you when we got married.
And
Boom.
she's
Boom.
nuts.
To hear
It's
this,
true. I wasn't attracted to you when we got married. Done.
right? Ugh.
Horrible.
I just got to
Great.
thinking, you know what?
He's a bigger
It really just
douchebag.
goes both ways. I really
like,
just
you know,
wasn't attracted. After he said
boom,
that,
like
I
you're
was kinda
giving it
like,
to
oh,
me.
well, then I'm done. Then it's over. It was almost a relief. Well, then I'm not going to keep fighting for this. I'm not going to keep trying. And I'm not going to keep doing this if you're not attracted to me.
But it was when Cody called out Christine's behavior that really grinded her gears.
Do you believe the lack of attraction is an excuse just for your bad behavior, or was it the bad behavior that led to the lack of attraction?
I don't know, but that statement just made me mad.
Really?
Yes. I'm not a child. I'm
Yeah.
your wife. You don't talk to me like that. My
Damn.
bad behavior, that's just insulting. Please, I'm an adult. That's just rude and belittling. No, how dare you? I was furious.
It's more like a personal strength that I
good?
feel like I have more
Yeah.
than I've ever felt
Yeah, no, we're
before.
good.
Because I was able to
The
make
bottom
steps for my future
I can shut it off
and for
now.
my
Yeah, we're good.
present. And so I just feel more confident.
Okay, we're good. Let's move on.
The bottom line is, what a douche. Your kids are watching and you sit at that table and you tell your wife, I was never attracted to you when I married you. Now you have how many children with her? How many? That kills me for her.
So
Because
in my
as a
opinion,
woman,
sorry.
horrible.
In my opinion, I think that he covered. Oh, did I do that? What happened?
That's me. I'm trying to give memberships and watch what happens. So I click here.
Oh, okay.
Membership gifting.
I wish I
And
had
this
that
is what I
ability.
get. They don't want me to gift anything anyway. Look.
I thought you only had like
Whirling.
10 a month.
Like I can't. Like what? I can't do anything here.
So that I think the reason he put that whole bad behavior thing in was because he made a horrible comment about her eating the food, which disgusted him when they stopped off on a road thing when they were moving, and she went and got some nachos, and he was grossed out by her eating that.
Yeah.
And then he had to cover his butt by saying that it was because of her behavior. No, I don't think so. I think you didn't like her from the moment you got her, and you only used her so that you could get into your celestial stuff with all the
Addi, I was 9 months pregnant. I'll never forget this. I was 9 months pregnant with my son, and I was as big as a house. And it was like the first time I ever passed gas in front of my husband, and I almost died. I almost died, right? I almost died. And I was in my pajamas. I was so swollen. I couldn't even fit into my shoes. And I looked at my husband, and he looked at me. He goes, "That was so cute." I go, "What?" He goes, "That was so cute." Because my husband is always, thank God, and by the grace of God, he's always looked at me like that. He's always, and I can't imagine him telling me I was never attracted to you. It would kill me. As a woman, the way that would make me feel, it would rip you apart. And it's horrible to do something like that, especially with cameras rolling.
And I think it was just a dig at her. I really, because she decided to leave. So, because I think it was after that she had said, you know what, I'm done, I'm out.
Oh, wicked! I don't think so. I think she was polygamy royalty. He had an idea of what he wanted his life to be, and he had to marry her to have that goal. I think he's right. I don't think he was lying. He was never attracted to her. I don't even think he likes her. He likes.
So now, again, I'm happy that I heard that because I missed that. So, like, Cody married Mary, who he was never attracted to, but wanted to, fill in, I don't know. And now Christine, who he was never attracted to. So this makes sense why he put so much energy into Robin, because I guess that she's the only woman that he was ever attracted to, because Robin,
diesel model Jean. She's the diesel Jean model.
Like Mary said last night, when Robin came into the fray, she was 10, 12 years younger. Like when Robin was 10 or 12, that's when they had their marriages. So so he was never attracted to Mary. he was never attracted to Christine. And like, I don't know where Janelle lands on this, but it seems like Cody's never been attracted to anyone he's ever married, spiritually or legally. And Robin is the one that he wanted to bone because she was 12 years younger.
He said
And
that.
there's that.
He said that in a confessional. He said that he has one true, I don't know what season, so don't ask me, but in a confessional, he said that he has one true love and one person that he respects as a wife, and that's Robin. And again, saying that, now I have to tell you something. I do think that he loved Janelle. Not in the way he ever loved Robin. I think Robin is his soulmate. He actually called Robin his soulmate.
Yes.
Remember that in the
Can you imagine like the
tell-all?
new wife being wife number 4, like a low grade concubine wife, and that's what that is. I hate to say it, but wife number 4 is the lowest.
Okay, Marge. Marge
But
used that word. It didn't go over well. Remember that?
Well, you know what? And I'm not PC. I don't give a fuck. Just like Marge. So so Robin was wife 4 and low grade concubine level, and he turned her into being like the wife of the manor.
He used the word soulmate when it comes to Robin. That's the word he chose to use.
And
I believe he said in his confessional 2 seasons ago or last season, I can't remember right now, but he said that he didn't really know what it was supposed to feel like to be in love until he met Robin. He thought.
And thank you, Lisa. Because, Robin married a Jessup. And Addi, you could speak on, Jessups are like royalty. And, Addi, can you, the family names that are royalty,
yeah, I would love to
in
hear that.
the FTLS.
Also, Christine is also, by the way, Christine and Cody are related by blood. Oh! Christine comes from one of the biggest names in the AUB. She is from that line. He is
married her.
Second cousin, I believe. Second cousin to him. That's why if you put them both side by side, they look a lot alike. I've always said Christine and Cody look quite a bit alike. They are blood related.
But but being it's incest, right? But in those family lines, there's much incest that goes with it.
You get to a certain point where I guess it's okay. But I do know
it reminds me of Harry Potter, trying to keep no half bloods, nothing like that. They want their family line to keep going no matter what kind of incest or inbreeding they do. And Robin was a Jessup. Was Christina Jessup too?
No, she has I'll look for it. But one of the things that I wanted to say also, I had it in my head and now it's gone. Never mind. Oh, we were talking about you were calling that fourth wife had to be the concubine. Well, if you remember, Robin said that she is the only wife that will do certain things intimately that the others will not do. She said it in a roundabout way.
So that means that Robin
she set herself
in the ass is what that means.
She set it up, in my opinion, to do the things that the other wives wouldn't do. Because that is her buy-in as the fourth wife. And I bet you anything that's why he divorced. This whole business about I gotta adopt the kids. Nah, I don't buy that. I think they said, hey, why don't you go ahead and let me divorce you, and then I'll marry Robin. Then I can get her kids into the family because we need them to be in the family. I need them to be mine, which I can understand.
Right?
That he would say that.
Christine was all red.
Yes, all red is the name. All red is the other name.
Addi, did you live in an area with how do I say this I don't want to say this kind, but you know what I mean. Did you grow up around these names?
No, I was third generation Jehovah's Witness.
Okay.
I'm no longer one. So
got it.
Yeah, our family nah. So, but yeah, So, but I know a lot about LDS and stuff because I've had friends who were, but yeah. But anyway, yeah. So, okay, continue on.
MW.
Thank you for putting the name all right in. I would have taken me forever to figure that one out.
Still the same.
Oh,
Baby,
boy.
baby, still
Oh,
the same.
Oh boy.
Oh, I didn't even notice it was. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I feel this way, but I just feel like I used to feel like his marriage with Janelle was a like a business partnership.
Yes,
I
and
used to
friendship.
feel for many seasons I felt like they acted more like business partners than husband and wife. But then in the last 2 or 3 seasons before their separation, I saw he had love for her. He wanted to make it work. But then I realized, does he want to make it work, or is he trying to hold on to something at this point? And Janelle's just in the crossfire. You know what I mean?
That's exactly the term, Helen, that I was looking for right there. She said in one of her confessionals that he was her best customer. When she said it, I went, oh, I know exactly what you mean by that.
Very strange.
What?
Yep. And I think that was her in my opinion.
Said Cody was her best customer. Oh, wow. Wow.
Yeah. So she said, well, if they want to be that close to him, then they need to step up and do what he wants them to do too. The way she said it in a roundabout way was, I mean, you could totally tell what she was talking about. So.
Yeah. So like, okay, y'all pawned him off on me. We are crazy like rabbits.
I have no issue with that. I think that's how a marriage should be. You do what you do, and you don't worry about it. What you do in your own.
Yeah, it really just is horrible for all the kids. Again, I know they're adults having kids of their own, but it's like your parents are your foundation. And sometimes, not for everybody, but your parents are when you have parents, they're your foundation, right? So everything goes back to like your parents' house, or then you have grandchildren and your parents are involved, and hopefully, and all that stuff. And it just, having all these siblings, how do they even keep track of each other or stay close? Because now they don't have a home base. That was like taken from them. You know what I mean? Now, these kids belong to this mom, those kids belong to that mom, it's sad all around the table. It's just so sad.
Well, I think with like the Christine and Janelle's children, their home base is going to be wherever their moms are. And I think that they will continue to see themselves in a family. I think they'll even, hey, Leon, you want to, we're having a family Christmas. You want to come? The only people that the children aren't close to are Robin and their children. But I think David might be okay with the rest of them.
They seem to love him very much. And I hope that Mary and Janelle find someone who they love equally as much. But I have to say, seeing that scene where Cody and Robin walk into the party, and McKelty wanted them there, and I understand it, but like that whole scene made me feel weird on my couch.
When Robin was peering out the back of the fucking door.
Why is she carrying around weights?
Like, here is Robin.
I know.
Why was she carrying around
I
2
don't
pound
know
weights?
why, Wicked. It was so strange. And I have to tell you, I knew the scene was shot 2 years ago, and I'm on my couch in my own home, and it made me feel weird. I felt like I was in the room, and I felt like, what do I do? Where do I go? Who do I look at? It was just so creepy.
Yeah, I was just like, because I watched it twice. I had watched it earlier, and then my mom had wanted to watch it. And I'm like, why is she carrying around 2 pound weights? Like 2 of them. Is this some crazy party game that I don't know about?
I have no idea. The whole thing was very strange.
Is this a Mormon party game?
Oh, look, it's Robin. In
Hey, Robin.
Seaside.
Coming in.
And she sings. Oh God. Look at that robin in the window. It was very strange. It was very strange.
But I'm like, why is again, now the kids are 2 years old.
That's scary. That face is scary. I would shit myself if I saw you in my window right now. It was weird. The whole thing was so uncomfortable.
Yes, he did. He did say that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Wendy, we were just saying that.
Which is why she kicked him out of the bedroom and out of the house. Remember, she put all his stuff in the garage and said,
"That's right.
You can sleep in the couch, on the couch or whatever, but you're not sharing the bed with me anymore."
Christine,
I cannot with Robin standing outside the door to the sprinkle, like
Oh, I had so much to say.
Come on, man.
Christine started the movement. She really started the movement. She got everything going. She really did. I just wish that they talked to Mary, like I wish that the three of them had, because you shared 30 years of your life with this woman. Like she wasn't just a friend or a neighbor. Like you all shared a life together. So it's sad to me that they don't talk to her now,
Uh-oh. That's not me.
Again.
Nobody did it. We didn't do it. She'll be back in a second.
He's like, and then he's asking her if he wants to, Avalon, if she wants to dance, but then she has this ball that she's trying to play. And I guess maybe they speak Spanish to her at home because he was asking her, stuff in Spanish. I don't know.
Yes, I think that's exactly why he was doing it. It did kind of, but
I'm convinced you're kicking me out on purpose.
No one's dropping you here.
No,
I am convinced.
I am not Cody dropping Christine and Mary off at the park right now.
Every half hour, it's
off on your own.
No, I'm not. It's not me. I'm over here looking at the.
Every so often, I'm mid-sentence and boop, you're out.
You're on your phone.
Yes, I am.
Well, there you go.
Oh, but yes, that the whole scene, I did comments on how he was with Avalon. If I can actually find them. I need to start marking my things to say, you need to say this. But yeah, she was.
Yeah, someone asked why they call the
please don't.
second baby shower a sprinkle. A sprinkle really isn't supposed to be like a full-blown shower. It's supposed to be where you're just picking up small gifts for the second child. Like if the mom had a boy the first time and she has a boy the second time. It's just the little items, to celebrate. That's supposed to be
never heard of a baby sprinkle
technically
before.
though, hold on, Wicked. Hold on. So sprinkles have been going on for years now.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had one too, but technically sprinkles started for two reasons. Let's say you had a boy and then you didn't have a child for 5 years after. Then you would have a sprinkle because it's a big age gap.
Right.
Or if you had a different sex. Like if I had a boy.
Wait. Why, if it's 5 years and you had a girl at the first pregnancy and like now you're having a boy, why wouldn't you want the same baby shower that the girl got?
No, so you listen. The reality is you can't have two big baby showers. People can't have a shower for every child. That would just be insane. If you had 5 kids, you have 5 showers. So what happens is, and by the way,
out of my family,
member of my family, and you
not everybody,
every single child.
Not everybody has a sprinkle. Just so you know, it's not. Almost everybody has a baby shower for their first child. Almost everybody, but not everybody has a sprinkle. So for me, I had a son and I had a big shower, 125 women, big shower. Well, I didn't have a child for another 6 years, and then I had a girl. So my mother wanted to have a sprinkle because she felt like it's been 6 years. You're having a different sex. I didn't want it because I said no. I had a shower. Everybody gave me a gift. I don't want them to have to give me gifts again, but. She wanted to do it. She insisted, and it was beautiful. But it wasn't as big as my first shower. Now they're doing a sprinkle all the time for everything. It's crazy.
I didn't
It's
have
kind of
that
like
either.
I don't know MTT because they do a gender reveal also. I had 125 people, Lisa. It was like a freaking wedding. Yep.
I don't think I've known that many people as friends in my entire life.
Well, I had 325 at my wedding.
I mean, sprinkle is just so you're supposed to pick up like you had a boy, now you have a girl. Okay, we'll throw you some girl clothes and move on from there. It's not.
But now, Wicked, now they register for a sprinkle too. Now it's become a full.
Oh, I know. Now it's like a whole. But I
Yep.
understand why she was having a sprinkle because she was having twins.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
and they were boys.
She's going to need more help.
And they were boys, Wicked.
Well, I also had a cousin who had a sprinkle with like every child, and it's like, okay,
that's excessive.
Yeah, and
not necessary.
Yeah, and she didn't like it when I said you
too bad
don't get to have a sprinkle with every child. I mean, shit, you just had a girl, now you're having another girl.
If someone has a baby and they have I don't care what it is. If you have a baby, you have a little girl, and then 2 years later you have another girl, you shouldn't be having a sprinkle. You just had a girl 2 years ago.
She had a girl, and then
Am
less
I the
than
only
9
one
months
feeling
later,
that
having
like,
another girl?
So, like you give like everything to the first. I know I was the firstborn, like, but like you give everything to the firstborn, like, and like everybody born after that gets nothing. Like,
Well,
I don't know.
not really, John, because the firstborn doesn't even know about their shower, nor do they even know what they got for the shower because they're babies and it's stuff really for the parents to use, right? So, like the second child gets, in my world, whenever someone's pregnant, you still go and buy them a ton of crap. So whether they're having a sprinkle or not, if my sister-in-law just had my nephew and then 2 years later I have another nephew, I'm going right back to Bye Bye Baby and I'm buying 10 outfits and blah, blah, blah. So really, the babies don't know. You know what I mean?
But okay, the babies won't know. Like, fast forward 10 years, they're gonna know. Like, it's like
I know it. You know, I
Or
get
57
it.
years later, they will know. Just
There
saying.
you go. There you go. There you go.
I was the second born.
But again, she had twin boys. She had a girl before that, right? Avalon. So it's been a little bit of a gap. Now she's having two boys. She needs stuff. She's having two, not one. So I understood. But did she really have to invite Robin? Yeah, I guess, because it's her dad and she's close to her.
McKelty had a soft spot for Robin, which is no longer.
Well, she did.
Play,
she no longer
but there's
Robin did her thing, and now McKelty has dropped her off. But
that's how I started this live or this conversation. I want to know what those things are. I want to know, like, because we know so much, we also don't know we also don't have enough. Like, I want it to come out eventually, like what was said. We need another Peyton interview.
Well, don't hold your breath for one.
I know. It was a once in a lifetime.
Peyton got into a lot of trouble with his family for doing that interview.
I can imagine.
Even though I'm sure if we go back and listen to it and do a replay of it, I'm sure that
all
all
the
the stuff that's happening
It's
now
still more current than what you're watching on TV
It's
right
happening
now.
is
It's the sad fucking part.
Addi, I told John last week, I went back and I listened, and I urge everybody in this chat to do it. I don't even care if you've heard it already. So had I, but I'm telling you, I went back last week before the show started and I listened again, knowing everything we know now, aside from Garrison's death, because obviously that was, before it. Aside from Garrison's death, when you listen to what Peyton says now, it makes so much more sense than it
He
did
wasn't
last
lying.
January.
Peyton was as candid as anybody
right.
has ever been candid. He there was no question he wouldn't answer. He was very forthcoming and how he explained things, and that's why, he got into a lot of trouble with his family over it. He told me that.
If you all go back, and I urge you to do so, listen to the live, because when you hear him say things now that you've already heard but probably forgot because he spoke for 3 hours, you're going to be like, oh my God, that's what he's talking
about. And I cut that live short. My only regret is that I should have kept him keep talking.
I know.
I felt at 3 hours, it was like, enough is enough. But my only regret in that interview, and then people are like, you overtalked him, you did this, you did that, like, again, for the umpteenth time, like I messaged Peyton 30 seconds before a live was supposed to start, and never thinking in the world that he'd take the link, and he did.
God,
we
John,
freaking
over
out.
talking is a horrible habit to have.
We were freaking out that when he popped in the live, all three of us were like, oh crap. And that's why at least two of us were, because Maria W was with John at his cottage, and then there was Mara and me, and neither one of us knew what to say because there was no preparation for it. It just popped up in there.
And you know what, Addi? And you know what? Because I just listened to it, I can tell you this. Not only did you guys do a great job, but you know how the four of us could be on here for 3 hours and sometimes we're just laughing and there's dead air and we're just being us. There wasn't 1 second that Peyton didn't stop talking. He spoke for 3 hours straight and gave so much information for 3 hours. I'm telling you guys.
I was the first person on the earth to ever interview a brown child.
Right. Yep.
Like that did not happen.
That interview was talked about overseas.
Wow.
We watched all the stuff roll in and all the stuff. We were on Entertainment Tonight, People Magazine, all the stuff, and my blinking name was misspelled.
Wait, what? E News, like I watched myself on Entertainment Tonight on the TV, and I'm like, holy shit, John, you made it. Yeah. I would listen. I'm modest, but like after that interview, I'm like I got verified because of that interview. I didn't have to pay for it, but we never planned for it. We were gonna do a Sister Wives because we were going live to talk about the part 3 of the Sister Wives tell-all, and Maria W was next to me, and I'm like, and me and Peyton have been talking on IG DMs here and there, and I'm like, should I message Peyton and ask him? And Maria W, I wish someone sent Maria W the link. I wish that people could see that because she's like, yeah, do it. And I sent it to him and if you were backstage before that live started and we saw Peyton pop up, me and Maria W were like, oh, he's backstage. It was a big thing.
That's so wild.
That never happened. No brown child
I wonder
ever
what
spoke
made
to
him
anybody about this.
I wonder what made John, you got to repost that on your page now so everybody in this chat can rewatch it.
No, it's my
pinned
main.
To the very front. Of
okay, all right.
Yeah, it's on the front of my page. Trust me.
John,
and
you see Tony Ann's comment? She's psychic.
Comment.
Who? What?
Comment.
Tony Ann.
John, I'm getting a sick feeling that your dinner is on its. Thank you, Tony Ann. But that Peyton interview, oh, John, you kept cutting him off. I knew when Peyton came up. I've been a fan of this show for as long as it's been on. I've had Mary on my Periscope. I had Cody watching it. The family knew about me way before, what was aired. I had Mary on my Periscope in 2016, right after the whole catfishing thing happened. So that family knows me, and when he came up, I just kind of kept asking questions. Over the 10 years of me watching the show, every question I asked him, he answered. Forthcomingly, if that's a word. He was so respectful and just talked about everything. And my only regret is me ending it at 3 hour mark. Because I thought well, it's 3 hours. No one's going to care after this, but.
Well, I honestly think that one of the reasons he did it was that his mom had just left Cody. I don't think he was in a great spot with
Cody. And by the
Cody.
way, let me say this, Wicked. You see, the beginning of the season, this was filmed in early 2022, fall of 2022, right?
Correct.
So when Peyton came on my channel, it was when they wrapped up filming that season. And it was still 2 years behind. That's why I say, and I interviewed Peyton almost a year and a half ago, and that's why Peyton still gave the most current tea on the family that you've ever seen on fucking Sister Wives, and that's why it's up to like almost like 500,000 views.
Yeah.
Right.
So there's that.
I mean, and I think it was okay. My mom just left my dad. I think he was angry with his dad. He definitely wasn't in a good spot with him. And he was just like, why not? I don't think his brothers and sisters were all too happy, but, it was a great interview.
You know why they weren't happy? Because, McKelty, Gwendolyn, they were all having Patreons speaking about the family. And Peyton came on my channel, didn't get paid a dime for me, and spoke from his heart. When he saw his siblings, I believe Kelty and Gwendolyn was a big Patreon person at that point.
I got dinner.
Yeah,
and
she was
Gwendolyn.
angry.
Oh, you have dinner? Thank you, Tony Ann. Gwendolyn was like going ham, and Gwendolyn had an issue with Peyton. There was like a big hubbub about Peyton and Gwendolyn's relationship. And I don't know if Peyton did it to spite Gwendolyn. But they're, those kids at that point were making money off of it. And Peyton came on my channel, no questions asked. And, knowing he wasn't making any money from it or whatever, and spoke his truth. And, that's why I watch myself on Entertainment Tonight, on E! News. I was cited around the globe. Every news publication put me in, that was legendary. And
100%.
Thank you, TA.
Oh.
That was funny. Oh, that was cute.
What's funny and cute?
Nothing.
All right, so how much of this episode did we talk about, by the way? I feel like
Almost all of it.
0.5%.
No, we haven't gotten into even through the first. We're not even. We're barely at the sprinkle. We were stopping because I was going to say something about how Cody was with Avalon and how odd I felt while he was trying to get her to interact with him. And my thoughts on that were, she's not interacting with you because you're not there enough.
She doesn't know you.
She doesn't know who you are. She's not
even
comfortable
know
with
you. Absolutely.
Who was holding her?
McKelty. McKelty was holding her.
No, one of the sisters was holding Avalon. I don't know if
Aspen.
Aspen. Okay, yeah. So Aspen was holding. She was like, I ain't letting go, Aspen.
Yeah, it was a whole thing. And there was one part during that whole sprinkle where Aspen, there was a camera shot where Cody was at this table because, as Christine said, they didn't feel comfortable being at the same table playing the games together. And so where the camera was, they were over there and you could see him. He was being loud and whatever. It sounds loud because he's got a mic on or whatever. But anyway, you see Aspen turn around and the look she gave toward the camera was, oof. She was, I don't feel she was very happy with the fact that her parents were acting the way they were. Now, this is just my take. In my opinion, it could be something else. It could be anything. But to me, it looked like she's not very happy that mom and dad are doing this thing where they're not talking. They would walk up close to each other, stand next to each other and say nothing to each other. And that is so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Even Christine, at one point, she realized, he did that. I'm not going to do that anymore. So she was jovial and whatever, but he was giving the face a lot of times while he was standing next to her.
All right, but Christine also said she didn't want to go up to him and say, hi, how are you? Because that would be disingenuous.
Right.
She wasn't going to play nice. So
then she said later on,
because you guys think that Christine should have, Cody's in Christine's home and Robin. No. Here's Robin peering.
I was just annoyed how Cody
here's
walked
Robin
in.
lurking outside the door, right?
Sobbing,
So, like,
speaking, Robin.
should Christine have felt that way? Like, I'm not going to acknowledge him. Like, if I say hello to him, it'll come off as me being friendly and disingenuous,
No,
which I understood. But
it's also
should
at
have
her home.
should Christine have, said, "Oh, hi, welcome to my home," and be done with it?
Yes. Yeah.
I think she could have just said, "Hi, welcome. I'm glad you were able to come. Kelty, it was important to," or "Hi, thanks. It was important to Kelty that you're here."
Christine knew the week before that she wasn't saying hi, and she wanted them to feel as uncomfortable as possible. Okay.
I personally think that he wanted her to feel uncomfortable. She wanted him to know how much he's hurt her.
No, it was McKelty's house. It wasn't Christine's house. I'm just saying, like,
No, it's McKelty's.
that was Christine's territory, right?
Okay,
Yes.
so mutual territory. Yeah, I mean, and can someone explain something? Okay, so we always talk about, put your big girl panties on. Why would Cody say most guys say put your big boy pants on, not put your big boy panties on?
I did kind of get weirded out a little bit, but I don't care what you wear. Maybe he wears those. Maybe.
But I started laughing because when my best friend, when her son was small, she was a single mom, so she'd be getting him ready and got like, okay, go get your panties. So when she got married to the guy who she eventually married, and she was like, go get your panties, and he was like, no, it's underwear. And it was funny because you're like, hey, what are these? And he just smiled, and he was like, panties.
I love Christine. I'm so happy she got away from him. And she was the first wife to do it. I have nothing but respect for Christine, but I think it would have been better than she was like, oh, hi, Cody. Happy.
I agree with you, John.
All she had to say was like, hi, Cody. Like, doesn't our daughter?
How are you?
Isn't our daughter so blessed?
Right.
That's all she had to say. Like, instead of like playing this like, I'm not going to talk to him because I don't be friendly.
I agree with Paula. It's exactly what I said. She wanted them to feel that way. But again, as a woman, holding myself to a higher standard than him, because we share a daughter and we share these grandchildren, I would have simply said, and especially since my life is so much better now, I would have said, hey guys, how you doing? Nice to see you, and walk away. Do it for your kids.
No, and like it's our daughter. It's Cody and Christine's daughter, right? All she has to say is, like, hey Cody, look how blessed we are with getting twins, and that's it.
Yeah, she didn't want to, John. She didn't want to.
Or even, oh my gosh, Cody, can you believe we're, twins?
The bottom line,
something like that. And I love Christine. I can't stand Cody. But I thought, Christine was like, well, now he's coming into my territory, and I'm, and I can't stand Cody, and I hate him. But like, I think it would have come, Christine saying, well, if I talk to him, it comes off disingenuous. But by you doing what you did and ignoring him, and, and fuck Robin. Don't say dick to Robin. Robin's a non-character here. It's you and Cody's child who's giving birth to twins. So she didn't have to talk to Robin, but she could have said to Cody, oh, hi, Cody, look how blessed we are to have, twin grandbabies now. And that's all she had to fucking say. That's it.
Time-wise, she's still, oh my God, divorce is the best thing ever, roar, what, and Cody is still bitter. So she's happy that she's away. He's bitter that she's left. And it's right when it happened. It was their first Thanksgiving, Christmas time that they hadn't been together as a family. So again, we're dealing with 2-year-old information, and those emotions were a bit raw.
Granted,
raw
what you just said, Wicked, this is 2-year-old shit.
Right.
So that's a good point, Wicked. This is 2-year-old stuff, but again, like, I can't help but think that, like, you know, Christine wants to be the badass, and I love Christine. Like, I have nothing but respect for her. But you know, and I'm not going to acknowledge them, and you know, but you're still there for your daughter, and your daughter wanted Robin and Cody there, so I think it
It's
would have
about
been
your daughter.
one sentence to him instead of like the weirdness there, like, you know, because she made it weird. And
Yeah.
please, Christine, don't make me fucking defend Cody because I can't stand him. But in that point, I think, you know, Cody was, you know, Cody and Robin knew they weren't wanted there, you know, and I can't stand either of them. I hate them. But they knew they weren't. But McKelty had this bond with them, and she wanted them there. So Christine should have taken the initiative as someone who's 50 and been like, you know, all she had to say was Cody's like, you know, look at our beautiful daughter, and like, you know, the blessing that we're gonna get twins now. That's all she had to say.
You know, Christine's mom was in a documentary in like 1998 about polygamy. So she was divorced from Christine's dad, Addi. Do you know? Does anybody know?
I don't know.
I'm waiting for Addi to answer, so I don't know.
I have no. Sorry.
I saw a clip of Christine's mom. It said something like Christine's mom said she was brave for doing what she did and courageous, but Christine's mom was also brave and courageous in 1998.
She left.
Yeah, in 1998, she was part of a documentary about polygamy.
Yes, she left. She got out of the being one of the sister wives herself. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So no, I was sorry. I was getting ready to type something in the chat because I didn't want to interrupt you all while you're saying it. But now because if I don't, I won't remember, and I don't remember now.
I was wondering about that because I saw her in that documentary. She looked just like Christine with a little bit darker hair.
Yes. But I also think I just remembered. Now I also think that if Christine had stepped up and taken the initiative and just said something like, glad you're here for our daughter, and then moved on, right? Passing. All she had to do is, like you guys say, all she had to do in passing.
I think Christine lost points there.
She would have won points because he had no intention of responding to her at all. When he was standing there, when he was standing there, she would have been the bigger person in that situation.
And I'm sure come off as Christine, the bigger person. Everything you just said, 100% true. You know, all Christine, one sentence, you know, but Christine wants to be, you know, and again, I love Christine, and people might not like me for saying this, but like, you know, Christine wants to be the badass. She was the first wife that left, and like, I love Christine. Don't get me wrong, I support her in every fucking way. But she fumbled that opportunity. She did.
Yeah.
She did. She fumbled it.
But I have to tell you, it doesn't matter to people because they still can't stand Cody.
She still wins. She still wins. But yes, and I think there may have been a little bit of that in her voice in some of the confessional after that, is that she kind of may have realized maybe, you know, for her daughter, it would have been, because I kind of got that sense of when she was talking.
How much better would if she came off instead of saying, I'm not going to say hi to him. You know, you're at McKelty's house. It's her baby Sprinkle or whatever. Like, you know, and how much better would she have come off if she just said to, you know, Cody, look at our beautiful daughter and the twins that we're about to get as grandparents. That's all she had to say.
But she was in her feelings. She was. She was in her feelings. It was too fresh. We're looking at it now. She's all happy and married, but this was when it was fresh.
And that's true too, Brooklyn. That's also true.
You know,
it'll be interesting to see because they have a party or something that maybe Gwen's wedding,
right?
Where we meet David. It'll be interesting to see how the hellos go.
You could tell David's.
No, Tony Ann, I understand that. I'm just saying, and I'm pro Christine. I've always been. I'm just saying I think Christine fumbled that a little bit because she wanted to come off saying like, well, I don't want to be friendly with him because that would come off as disingenuous. Well, you know, you saying to Cody when he walks in, well, Robin's like this, right? Like she didn't know what to do. Saying like, oh, hey, Cody, welcome to, you know, welcome. Look at our beautiful daughter and the twins that we're about to have. And that's all she had to say. Like, that's
it would
Am I wrong?
It would have made everybody in the room feel more at ease had she have done that.
Yes, absolutely. Because the fact that Christine didn't acknowledge Cody or Robin, and like, you know, fuck Robin. Like, you know, I wouldn't acknowledge Robin if I were Christine either, but that's all she had to say to Cody. Like, you know, welcome. You know, it was McKelty's house. Like, you know, nice to see you. Or maybe not even that. Look at our beautiful daughter. She's having twins. Like, we should be proud. That's all. But by Christine not acknowledging them in any way, the house, the party was like, you know, it was weird. That's what I'm saying. And I love Christine. I'm pro Christine. I can't stand Cody. I can't stand Robin. But that's how I feel about it. Like, you know, and I know Christine was the first one to leave and she wants, you know, I get it. But it could have been handled better.
This is the problem with the show being 2 years behind. Again, this was when she first left him. She had not seen him since the day in the Mexican restaurant. And don't forget, they were not divorced yet and they were still dealing with finances. So they were arguing a little bit back and forth. Now they see each other in the house. And again, 2 years ago, now she'd probably walk in all smiles. Oh, Cody, how you doing? And walk away. But 2 years ago, she wasn't ready for him. That's it.
I don't believe that, Brooklyn. I think that if it was right now in present time, like what month are we in? September. You know, if it was September of 2024, I feel like Christine would have the same reaction.
No, you know why, John? You know why I don't think so? Because they lost a child. And I think that at that wake, she had to at least embrace him. And I think that since then...
Well, no one saw that wake, or we don't know what happened there.
No, I'm just saying he lost a son, and that was also like her son, right?
Okay, so let's talk about that. He lost a son. So we talked about this on Saturday. That, like, you know, when he did the interview with People Magazine with Janelle, and Cody, vainglorious as he is, three dings for even saying vainglorious, because that's a $2 word. But as vainglorious as Cody is, he's like, you know, I thought we had an infinite amount of time that, like, you know, we could mend our fences in the future, and all I wanted to do was take him out for a beer and pizza. Like, what? And then what do we see from Cody afterwards? Like, you know, nothing. He's still not getting in touch with any of the kids outside of Robin.
Right. He's still not reaching out to Jade or Peyton or Hunter.
We're not hearing from them again. We don't know because we're not hearing from them present day. You understand what I'm trying to say?
But we are, because McKelty, straight from the horse's mouth, McKelty said, like, she had no idea that Robin and Cody were selling their house.
Yeah.
Despite, like, the whole, like, funeral issue that happened. You know, Cody had every chance. You know, Garrison passed away horribly. And, like, I didn't even want to talk about that because I can't even imagine where Garrison was when he decided to take his own life, because and then like I think of like the old scenes which they showed on the TV, like where like Cody is constantly bashing Garrison and Gabriel, but Garrison mostly, and Cody is doing nothing but bashing Garrison, like, and the fact that
it's
the fact that Garrison had to put a gun to his head and end it that way should tell you how fucked up this family is. You know, and like, and now we're supposed to watch this season of Sister Wives that was filmed in 2022, fall of 2022, where Garrison's still alive. So now we're gonna have to watch Cody talk more shit about Garrison, knowing that he's dead.
Don't forget, John, they edit a lot of
It
stuff.
it,
I have a
it
feeling that
no,
they're going to edit out.
because this stuff was filmed. Garrison died March of 2024
Doesn't matter.
this
They
year.
edit now.
So
They
we're watching shit from 2022.
Right, but they edit. They have the footage from 2022, but they edit now. They edit.
Yes, I have a
they put it
feeling that
on.
they are. They
Exactly. They're not going
Eh.
to make him. They're not going to show him yelling at his son, knowing his son just died. They're not going to do it. You'll see.
Well, they should,
But they're not
because
going to.
well, we don't know that yet, but they
Yeah.
probably won't. But we don't know that yet. And I really, this is a reality TV, right? And if they filmed Cody saying all this shit about Garrison, and I really hope they put a spotlight on it, because Garrison didn't decide to take his own life because he was bored.
But he had
I
mental
know.
illness, and we don't know why he did that. But we can't. You know what I'm saying?
I know what I've seen on the TV show. I know I've seen Cody disrespect Garrison many times in season 18 and 17. And I can only imagine how Garrison felt. Let's not forget that oh my God. Let's not forget that Cody blamed Garrison and Gabriel for not being involved with the family because they wouldn't adhere to his stringent COVID rules, right?
Yes, but he had mental illness, and Gabriel didn't do the same thing.
Don't blame it on mental illness.
Well, that's what his mother said
Brooklyn.
in the thing. I mean, his mother spoke and said that he and his sister.
And Janelle also said that she talks to him every day, and she had no idea.
Well, yeah.
Well, that's true.
I don't believe she didn't
Janelle
know he didn't
said
have
that she
issues.
talked to him every
Exactly.
day. She had
I don't either,
Janelle's own words on the People interview was that I had no idea that Garrison was feeling the way he was feeling. Janelle said that the last text that she got from Garrison was that he was feeling in a dark place. And then he reassured his mother that there was nothing that he could do to take his own life. And that was the day he ended his life. I'm sorry.
John,
Yeah.
that's why they went and checked on him, because Janelle said he was struggling, and his sister said he was struggling, right? Addi?
Outside
Yes.
of all of this stuff, outside of the show, outside of everything, when it all happened, it started coming out, and things started trickling out from the family and stuff. She did say that they knew that he had been having issues, and that with those issues, on top of those, he was also having issues with alcohol.
His sister, his full sister, what's her name? The one that has the kids?
Madison.
Savannah.
Yeah. So Madison put out a video 2 weeks after, when she came back to social media. I don't know if you remember, she was teary-eyed thanking everybody. And she said that until the day she dies, she will focus on mental illness, because Garrison has had mental illness his whole life.
Yes.
That they had been up and down with him for years. Yes. And that there were a lot of instances where he had to be watched, and Janelle would keep close eye on him.
Yes.
So I think that he suffered. Not everything makes it to TV. And I'm not saying, if his father knew that he had mental illness, then he should have stepped up as a father and a man. And he.
But Cody he cast him aside. He's not.
Right. Can I say something about the AUV?
Cody. Garrison loved his dad, and all Garrison wanted was to be connected with him again, and Cody was so involved with Robin and Robin's, kids and family. He gave up on everybody else in the family, and Cody only has 2 natural kids by Robin. Fuck the 6 from Janelle, fuck the 6 from Christine, fuck the 1 from Mary. All Cody was involved with was Robin's family.
I think that all Cody ultimately cared about when it came to his boys, and this is just my opinion, I think that when it came to his boys, especially his older boys, all he cared about was that they respected him, that they showed him respect, that he was the leader. And when they had their own minds and they had their own opinions, then you know what he looked at him as? Okay, you have your own mind, you have your own opinion.
That's how
Move
I
out of the
feel.
house and go get your own place and go live your own life. Remember what he told Janelle in the street that day when they were gardening? Well, they're 18. They should go on their own. And Janelle was like, well, that's not happening. So if they respect him and lick his butt like Robin's kids, then it's okay if they're 18 and live at home. But when they go against the grain and they don't respect him and they tell him what's up, then he's got an issue because he's a narcissist. Do you understand? Total narcissist.
Because they're 18 and have their own opinions and were living their life outside of the COVID rules.
Right. Right. So if you respect him and you do what he says, then it's okay. But if you go against Cody, if you go against the grain, it's no longer okay. It's just not. What were you going to say, Addi, about the disease?
No, I was just going to say that I've heard, I was just trying to look and see if I could find any quotes about it, but that the AUB, which is where they, you know, where they get their beliefs from,
right,
has issues with accepting mental illness as part of their beliefs.
Wow.
And it is oftentimes overlooked. This is just something I've heard. Do not quote me. And but that it's not something that they don't dwell on it. They don't get into it. They
ignore it.
Yeah, and they believe, I in my opinion believe that they believe you can pray it away. That's just my thinking on it. And I think that is part of what the family was also having to deal with on top of that. I know that that's been something that has been mentioned often about some of the religions like that, like LDS or whatever, that mental illness is not something that they...
Listen, like, you know, this might be affecting me differently because my mom took her own life and I tried to take my own life 3 times. You know, and this is probably why I'm like so reactive towards this. But the fact that Cody gave that bullshit interview to People Magazine about like, I just wish I could get beer and pizza with him. And then, like, you know, knowing that Garrison's gone, and we see on this episode that Cody is saying that he has FOMO with his children. What the fuck are you saying with this shit? FOMO with your children?
Weird.
Idiot. He's an idiot,
like,
John.
You like, you know, and again, this was filmed before Garrison passed away, and you're FOMO with your children. Well, maybe Cody, had you not disrespected Garrison, and these are your children. And like, you know, Cody had just been in Robin Central with that horrible fucking gaudy house with the purple fucking pictures and the artwork, and like we see how you treat Cody. No, Cody, I'm sorry. We see how you treat Robin. Look at this beautiful $1.6 million house that like they're selling now because they're moving into a $3.6 million house now because, you know, that's what's up. We say you treat them, and like, you know, your kids are all crying out for you. All of them. Garrison, Gabriel, all of them. Savannah, like Maddie. We heard on Maddie. Like, you know, Cody, you want to talk about Maddie? How can you say you have FOMO with your children
when you're not
you
trying
want
to
talk about
actively
any of the other kids?
Participate in your children's life? You're not even trying to reach out to call them. Hey, I understand you're going to be back in town. Would you like to go to lunch?
Look at Maddie's daughter. Look at that little gorgeous girl, and she has all those. You know, she has a handicap, and she was born missing 1 foot and 1 hand. Right? I mean, look at the trials and tribulations they go through. He should see that baby
namesake.
Horrible.
Hallie, you won't even go to like the spinal curvature surgery because Cody's like, you know, well, you know, just wait. Wait some more. Let her spine bend till it fucking snaps. Because, you know, I have to be with Robin and her family. And he has the balls to fucking say that, like, I miss out on my children. Like, what have you done for your other children outside of
Because he
Robin's
blames their
trust?
mother. John, he blames their mothers. He will tell anybody who will listen that the mothers ostracized him from those children, when in reality, he did it to himself. He will say it's the influence the mothers have on them and they only hear bad about him. But in the reality, it's 2020 to 24. Pick up a phone, FaceTime, text, Snapchat,
But he won't. He
email.
won't because they disrespected his COVID rules.
That's what I'm telling you. For
Because
a
he has an
narcissist,
ego.
for a narcissist, it goes all the way back to that. It goes all the whole road leads to Cody and respect.
It's a goddamn shame. And for Cody to be on this, and again, this is 2 years, and fuck you, TLC, and fuck you, Sister Wives, for like allowing to air a season that was filmed 2 years ago. I feel like I'm watching a goddamn fucking rerun. We all know what's really happening in the family now. And like, you know, I guess they're catering to the people who don't go on social media and don't know any fucking better. But
Well, they
like,
have to
you know,
live under a rock
this is
then,
no,
John.
but this is an insult to everybody who's on social media, bloggers, members, subs, commenters, whatever. Like that we're idiots and we don't know any fucking better. Like, you know, and that's what gets me the most. So, you know,
I have a question, John. How did they get so far behind? Like, how did it get to this point where they're showing 2+ years ago? Where did
because
this
that's how they film. And like, listen, we started season 19 last night. Well, they shot season 19 and 20 together. So when season 19 ends, like, you know, around Christmas time, then season 20 will start, you know, in September. And that's still 2-year-old shit that we're watching.
Right. Because
I don't
all
understand
of
this.
2022 film wise was, I'm going to say, probably 16 or some parts of 16, 17, 18, and 19.
Okay, but
We
you
watch
say-
Christine and David get married on TV.
But
the
you're
season
saying that
premiere
they
of
filmed
this
2
shit.
years.
The season premiere is before Christine ever met David. Like,
But
what
John,
are we watching?
Even
Right.
Housewives, you're
At
saying,
least pick up after she and David got married.
right? So you're saying that TLC is 2 years behind, not with other shows. Not with other shows. With other, I
No.
mean, I was on Say Yes to the Dress. They filmed it. It was on TV 6 months later. 90 Day Fiance. They filmed it. It's on TV 6 months later. 8 months at the latest. This is the only show that's 2+ years back every season.
But how can we watch a reality show? How can we watch a reality show like? And Sister Wives is one of the biggest reality shows there is, right? Like, you know, we went, you know, season 19 we're on now. How can like we watch this show when everyone online knows what's really going on, and like look at it like, oh, okay, it's like me trying to figure out 90 Day Fiance, like we're watching like The Young and the Restless, you know, like. And Cody's always had a weird contract with TLC because they wanted to cancel Sister Wives long ago, maybe season 6 or season 7. And Cody said, "Give me a pay cut. Don't pay nearly what you wanted. I want to be on TV." And they did it, and that's a fact. It's infuriating for a blogger like me.
Oh, it's infuriating for
people in the fucking chat, for anybody who
Even
watches the show on
anybody.
social media. They are just catering to people like, and I don't know who's not on social media, who doesn't follow. Who doesn't follow some type of page?
People magazine for her wedding. It doesn't matter about social media. She had a spread in People magazine for her wedding. It's everywhere.
And we're supposed to like look at this like, oh, is Christine like have a new boyfriend? Like, what the fuck?
How
We
about
already
the fact
know that.
somebody passed away? and they're showing you a show from when he was alive 2 years before he passed away. That right there should have said, okay, you know what? We got to fix this, guys. We got to put 19 and 20 together and show 21.
But not only did they not do that, Brooklyn, they filmed season 20 off the tail end of this one. So, like,
very strange.
Everybody in the chat, whatever the next season, season 20 will be in 2023, and we'll be in 2025. What like it's insane. It's insane. It's and I'm trying to do my best as a blogger covering this, but it's impossible because so many horrible things have happened on this show. And for me to watch this episode that's 2 years ago, and we all know what's really going on, like it's like everybody should be infuriated by this. Everybody should write TLC and be like, what the fuck? Like, this is so old. It's like watching Charles in Charge reruns from the fucking 80s. That's what this is.
It's how
new boy in the neighborhood.
General Hospital,
like that's what this is.
You know how General Hospital has Cliffhanger Friday? It's like watching Monday before Friday. You already know what happened. What's the point of watching on Friday? I wonder how the ratings.
Let me say a few things from this episode because we're 2 hours now, and but I thought that Mary was cool because Mary was going off on Cody, and for the first time, I'm like, okay, Mary.
Oops.
Any of us take this seriously? How can anybody? How can just all of us on this panel, you in the chat, the rest of the viewing world who's on social media, how can we take anything that we're watching seriously when we know what's really going on? Like, am I wrong?
No, not at all.
No.
So why should we be watching it?
But we're going to,
because we have because we have to.
The train is off the tracks, and we want to see if it gets back on the trail.
I think a lot of people want to see a lot of things that are going to be said to each other.
Really? Because how about this whole Montana thing? We know that Janelle never goes to Montana. That Janelle buys property in North Carolina by Maddie. And now we're supposed to listen to 6, 7, 8 episodes of how Janelle is going to move to fucking Montana. Well, we all know that's never going to happen. Oh, we didn't drop Brooklyn down. Just saying again, that's her. But we're supposed to listen to a story about Janelle moving to Montana and this and the other. We know that doesn't happen.
This is it right here. Because we are nosy and want to see the details of what led up to everything we know has happened. And we want to throw a cuss at our TV and then move on to the next episode. It is very difficult to do it with what has happened this year, how it affects many of us who have had it affect us. And I understand John's reaction.
No, my reaction, it should be all of yours reaction.
It is. What I'm saying is,
you guys are watching me on my YouTube channel right now. You guys know what's going on the show. You know that we're way past what's being aired, and all of us together here, panelists, members, subs, whatever, we know how different. How could you premiere an episode of your family when we all know the truth, when we all been blogging about it, watching it, posting about it, whatever, and then we're supposed to sit here and be like, "Oh my God, this is crazy!" This, it's fucking insane. I'm sorry, it is.
Yeah. Okay.
There she is again.
This has been a fun night with me with this thing. Oh my goodness.
Now, and Robin saying from 2 years ago, I have to make sure Cody isn't sabotaging the relationship because she's still hoping that Mary will come back into the fold and maybe Janelle. How, like, the balls of TLC to give us this bullshit garbage.
Because she wants people to believe that she still wants the polygamous family. I think Robin does want the polygamous family.
Oh, who gives a fuck about Robin? I'm sorry. Like,
But I also think that
Robin
she
wanted
wants to
this the
be
whole
like
fucking time. I'm
the
sorry.
head wife. She wants to be a different type of polygamous wife where she is like the center, and then when she doesn't need him for a night or a couple hours, then you can go to wife number 2, but you'll be back home tonight.
But Hillary, the sad part about this comment is that we won't see any footage of Garrison, and I don't want to see it. But when that happens, that won't be till, let's see, 2024, 2027 is when we'll see that come to play. And I'm not exaggerating. That's how this goes. And it's bullshit.
You know, unless somehow TLC picks this up from like mid 23 fast forward.
It's fucking bullshit. Like, and like, you know, I've had problems getting behind recapping 90 Day Fiance because I know it's all fucking fake. And like, you know, I said on the last recap that, like, you know, I'm gonna treat this show as if it's like, you know, The Young and the Restless, and it's a soap opera, compared to being a reality show. And that's just sad on its own that you can't even watch these shows anymore, knowing what you know from being online, from being on social media, from watching various YouTube channels. You like, it's fake, and that's been my issue for like the longest
It's
time now.
lost its genuine, you know, the family being together, the family interaction, the genuine family is gone now.
Like, should we even comment on like what the cast are saying on like per episode, because we know it's 2 years ago?
No, I still want to continue on going through this and doing it because this is what we have planned to do, and we need to move forward with it and not let it get to us. If we need to talk about it privately, we could talk about it privately, but we move on with it.
People are still watching.
I'm angry because this is not what we signed up for. I'm angry because, you know, they should have reshot the season from like, you know, I don't want to say Garrison's. I don't want to say Garrison's passing. Like, you know, maybe like a little bit before that. So like, you know, I'm angry because we're watching 2-year-old footage of a show that we all know is so much has changed, and like, you know, TLC is pushing this agenda, this old 2-year-old agenda on us, and that's why I'm angry.
But these are the cards that were dealt with, so we are just rolling with the punches now.
It's always been 2 years behind. Yeah, I get it. But like, you know, a lot of stuff now has happened in these last 2 years. So like, you know, according to this episode, like, you know, Janelle's still with Cody. Mary is like, you know, with her friends in like, you know, Vegas, talking about like how like they're done now. But like we know so much more past that now. And you know, we know that from listening to McKelty on her Patreon that she didn't even know that Cody and Robin put their house up. We know that after Garrison passed, that, you know, Cody had every opportunity to like rekindle any relationship that he had with all of his other 17 kids, but he hasn't. He hasn't. And for Cody to go on People magazine and say, I just want to, you know, I wish I could have had beer with him, and because we had infinite time. It's not kosher. I'm sorry. And like, we're supposed to sit here and believe this. And that's why I'm angry. Because I've been following this show since it began. And nothing about what's being aired is authentic anymore. Maybe, you know, if they had aired like this episode 2 years ago when it was happening, yeah. But well, then not my real name. Maybe wait until you ask me why I'm so angry. And I love you, sweetheart. But that's the truth. Like, I'm angry because like we're being spoon fed this bullshit episode where, you know, things are still like maybe gonna work out. Like they're wondering if Janelle's gonna come back. That we're wondering if, you know, Mary might come back. But like we all know, everyone's moved on. And we're supposed to sit here and look at this episode and be like, oh my God, I can't believe what's happening on TV. Like, no.
No, I think we just need to
I'm
cover
sorry,
it the way we're covering it
no.
right now. I think we need to be able to express, yeah, this is annoying.
Yeah.
But
it is annoying, but we have
this
to
is
cover
very,
it
but
because people
we
want to
have to
hear, and that's what,
we have to move forward and continue
Exactly.
to go the way we are going.
Yep.
And if we gotta say a little bit and get a little bit angry, we do it, but we move on.
say it and get it out.
And let me throw this out there now. Robin, the whole episode saying, oh, Cody's sabotaging the marriage, and all I wanted to do was sit with my sister wives on the deck. But, you're selling your $1.6 million house while, you know, that you and Robin lived in. Meanwhile, Janelle was in the fifth wheel in the middle of the fucking desert with no sand, no water, vultures only. That's where Janelle was living. Fucking Mary was living in a fucking knot in Boo Radley's treehouse, okay? And, you know,
I can't.
And now Cody is getting a $3.6 million house. They had to move out because Cody's saying, we're poor. Oh, you're poor? Because now you're selling your $1.6 million house to move into a $3.6 million house. And that's why I'm fucking aggravated. I'm sorry. That's why.
Done.
I'm going to mute myself. You guys can jump in.
Okay.
Huh.
Why is Brooklyn muted?
Oh, sorry. I said, didn't he want to put Mary in the shed or the garage?
Yes, with all his other belongings.
Oh, that he wanted to build his garage and have an apartment above it.
Yes, a barn-dominium.
That a barn-dominium that she can
put her in with his other things he doesn't use all year. You know, put him up with the toys he doesn't play with in the winter. That type of thing.
So sad.
So this 96 says, I want to know what Robin and or Cody did to make McKelty turn her back. Something happened at a funeral, according to McKelty. I believe that it was done at Garrison's. Something was said, something was done, and McKelty did not take kindly to it and has since cut. I don't know if she's 100% cut ties, but she's not tight with Robin anymore.
I thought there was something said because the brothers were wearing Hawaiian shirts and it was in tribute to him, because I thought Garrison had like this Hawaiian shirt line, but I noticed Cody wasn't dressed in it. It was his brothers, and I don't know, something tells me it centered around that, because some people felt it was disrespectful them wearing a Hawaiian shirt, but they're like, total respect, we're wearing it in honor of him and the name of the company. I don't know what it was. Let me see if I can find that.
McKelty did not make a statement on what the funeral, what it was or whatever. She just said something happened at a funeral, and we can only surmise that it was that one. So that's all we really have to build on. It's in her stories on her Patreon.
I don't want to interrupt, but I do want to say goodnight to everyone because I do have to work super early in the morning. So please tell John it's back, and I love you guys. And I just want to say,
I'm back. I'm sorry. Like I just,
no, that's okay. Because
we're gonna cover this show, and because that's what we do, and I'm gonna have to suspend my belief in the timeline of humanity to do it, but I will do it. I want to thank everybody for being up here on my panel tonight. Oh, well, she left. She probably fell asleep. I
No, she
want to
was
thank
just saying that she was
everybody.
leaving. She had to go to bed.
You know, I've had an issue with covering things that I don't believe in. Like, I don't believe in 90 Day anymore. And that's why I stopped talking about it, because, it's a soap opera at this point. And now, we do recaps and whatever. And, how can I recap a show like Sister Wives that was filmed 2 years ago? That was in
But
the opening
first
scene
episode, we might still get into. I've noticed with Sister Wives that there will be gaps of time where things pick up. So it's like, okay, Valentine's Day, then all of a sudden you're like, okay, Valentine's Day, now they're talking about Easter. So they miss, they don't film in big chunks of time, but then catch the story up. And I think that's what I'm hoping happens, is that they at least get to a year ago versus 2 years.
They're not. That's why when I had Peyton on, they just wrapped season 18. And that's why I still have the most current information on the Sister Wives.
Okay.
On Peyton's interview.
Well, if you
I struggle, as a blogger, I struggle with reporting on shows that are years old, and we're supposed to believe what they say, but we all know better.
Well, what we have to do
my
is,
issue.
I understand, but what we have to do is this. We have to not just look at the show, even though it's 2 years behind. I'm sitting on my thing. Sorry. We also have things that come out, all the other stuff that is being said. We got Cody making silly statements about the one regret he has, which was just ticked me off. And then we report on those along with it. So it's what's going on then, the stuff that's coming out now. And then we just have to together move through these horrible events that have happened, that with the span and everything else, we just continue it because that's what we do. We don't let it work. If we got to take a break a little bit, we do it. But I don't want us to go back and be upset about having to do this. I want us to continue to move forward. And
Listen, I enjoy doing the recaps. It's hard though, recapping something that was 2 years ago and that we know. But listen, we're gonna do it.
You just let me know when you can't do it, and we'll all step in.
No,
and
no. My notes. Robin is nervous about peering through the door. Robin, I have to make sure Cody isn't sabotaging my relationship. Cody, I can't look at the mirror and say I like you again. Poor Cody can't look at his own mirror and say, "Oh, hi, Cody, it's me." And we're supposed to buy into that. Cody saying, "I can't even look into the mirror anymore." It's
yes, everything he says is basically it is complete narcissist response.
Called his kids bullies, and you wonder why Garrison did what he did. I mean, I'm sorry. Cody didn't even know that Isabel was away. Janelle following Christine, Cody saying Janelle's following Christine around like a lost puppy.
I think he knew Isabel was gone. He didn't know that she was moving back. And that's why he feels like the FOMO, fear of missing out, because he would have known.
How is he missing out? That's Cody's own fault for missing out.
But
especially at the Garrison.
I mean, in his mind, they're doing this to get even with him. Not that he's too stupid to pick up a phone and say, "Oh my gosh, you're moving back to Utah. Do you need any help?"
So can I read my response to this whole FOMO thing?
Sure.
No.
Okay.
I'm fucking Addi. Go ahead.
I said, so this is, I'm just going to read what I said. I talk into my iPad. I don't write. I said, so narcissism shows its ugly head again. Cody says, my family knows that I suffer from FOMO, the fear of missing out. So they do anything they can do that excludes me, is a punishment to me. So they do what they can to punish him by leaving him out. I said, poor little wounded bird. Your actions over the years are what is causing them to leave you out of things. Sadly, you will never see it. You will always be the victim. And that is my words on his actions and how he is turning everything around to make himself be the victim. And it is painful.
And then you have Mary saying, like, we've been married for 32 years. And he alluded to the fact that he never loved me, that he married me just because he had to marry somebody. Like, and I felt bad for Mary. Like, I've always had a soft spot for Mary. Like,
yeah, her thing about that was when she asked about why, when a young couple gets married, why would he only marry her to affirm his love for her? My response was, Mary, do you know the answer to that? It starts with an S and ends with an X.
And Mary's like the true victim here because she was the first wife, 32 years, and like Mary, despite the catfishing thing, and like I never gave Mary any problems for like her trying to get away. I never did. Unfortunately for Mary, she was talking to a lesbian in Oklahoma, who was catfishing her. Mary's one chance to get away was a joke and a spoof. So
yeah,
I don't know, man. I
think that Cody has realized that Robin was his soulmate, and in 2021, when he couldn't leave and COVID was at its height, and the only thing that they could do is be together 24/7. I think that's when he felt
Cody wanted a child bride.
Well, he got
Robin,
one.
and like younger than everybody else, and like he can knock her off. I can't stand Robin. I think that she's been behind this the whole time with Cody. And like, when we see Robin, I just wanted to sit with my sister wives on the porch and like and sip lemonade with our grandchildren. Go fuck yourself, Robin. Like I Robin had put her nails in since she got on the show. And Robin even gave Cody 2 biological kids, more than Mary could have done. So I guess moving forward with recapping the show, we're supposed to forget everything that we know already. Is that how we play it?
No, we're just not going to drive things to the point.
How do you not recap this
keep
show?
On and on and on and on.
You don't
We're
let
gonna
it
keep it moving.
You don't get bogged down into one thing, because it is easy to get bogged down in some of these things that are extremely highly emotional and highly pisses us off. But we can't get bogged down in that. We have to keep moving past it and keep going. And it sucks because you feel horrible doing it, because you feel like you're making light of something that's really bad. But we're not. We recognize it. We talk about it, and then we move
feel bad
past
for
it.
Robin in this, like in these new episodes.
They can want it all they want. I can guarantee you that if we did a poll outside of YouTube or whatever, that the poll would be Robin is the instigator of all this BS. So
it's Cody and Robin. Like, I give them both full credit for like, because we've seen since Cody got married to Robin, how different his allegiance changed with the rest of his sister wives. And and here's the thing, which I can't stop thinking about. When they were living in the cul-de-sac in Las Vegas, when all the houses were like right there, and it was was brown land, pretty much. Like, you know, Cody could have seen his sister wife, you know, his wives, his children, his grandchildren every day if he wanted to.
That
Could
was
have,
actually the
but
perfect.
he decided to move the whole family to Flagstaff because Dayton needed to go to community college, and that's the fucking truth. And you know, they were living all together in like this cute little cul-de-sac, but for some reason Cody needed to move the family from Las Vegas where they were all together, and like, who could be that lucky to have like a cul-de-sac, a dead end, where you could have 4 houses and it's all your family, where you see your family every day. Every day you could see them. Cody can walk into anyone's house every day and see them and see the kids, the grandkids, the wives, or whatever. But for some reason, Cody needed to ruin that because Dayton had to go to community college in Flagstaff. And for me, that's where it breaks off. You know,
And I think that part has to do with Robin not being able to let her son with special needs go and do his thing without her being there, that she had to be there, be watching, be with him and whatever. And on top of that, Cody likes to move from, we've heard this before, Cody likes to move every 7 years. He loves the whole, he gets the
they had it made in Vegas. They
and
had
so
it made.
he moved them. I think he didn't give a he didn't give a crap about.
He would do whatever Robin asked him to do. So when Robin's saying, Cody, oh, Cody is sabotaging I wanted my sister wives to sit with me on the porch, and like, I never wanted to be monogamous again. Robin, take a look in the fucking mirror, bitch, at what you've done over the course of like the 20 seasons we watched Sister Wives. It's you know, and Robin, oh, I wanted this. And like, you know, you heard what Peyton had to say about Robin, right? And now we know that McKelty also, hey, Johnny, we know that McKelty also, and McKelty was Robin's biggest
supporter
person to fight for them. And even McKelty now is saying, you know, I can't deal with her anymore.
Yep. I knew it was, I had a feeling it was going to come. I had a feeling that, especially this year with what went on, that something was about to happen, because I watch a lot of, or actually I do watch, I don't watch them live, but I watch them after the fact. Their Patreon stuff, I haven't in a while. I need to catch up on them again. But that the fact that Tony found out that the house was selling or being sold or whatever, he found out live, while he was live, somebody in the chat put it in there, and he had to go back and search and find it on Zillow and said, yep, there it is. And they went over a whole thing about it, and they had no idea. And that tells me that something has been brewing over this year. And she's finally at the point where maybe she's not going to be sitting there and supporting him or her and them and whatever. Maybe she'll actually start seeing that the BS that the rest of the family has been saying is happening is actually happening.
Cody put every lie out there like to keep him close to Robin with these horrible COVID restrictions. Like, you know, make sure you Windex your fucking letters from the mail, and make sure you have a full hazmat suit on, like when you meet somebody for the first time. You know, Cody, he was doing that to distance himself from like them, like the wives he don't care about, to Robin. That's the truth. And like, you know, like his own kids, like, you know, you have 18 kids, Cody, and like, to Cody's thing, you know, when they turn 18, it's no longer my problem. Okay. But you're living with Robin and her kids, and her older kids are way over 18 now. So,
there's something more to that. It was because he had,
we
do know that his dad did that to him. When he turned 18, his dad kicked him out of the house. So because of that, in my opinion, I think that's a lot of why he went goodbye. But what he doesn't realize is that when he went and I actually had notes on that I had said something, but him doing that has caused major issues with all of the kids down to the detriment. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But I think it came from how he was raised, and he just kept that going. I know I've
Can you imagine
also
being one of Cody's kids outside of Robin's marriage and like seeing how like he treats Robin and her kids as gold, and you
and then
wonder
there
why Garrison did what he did to himself. Like, I'm sorry, like, this is so fucked up. But like, you know, the whole family sees how Cody, and we watch this on TV, right? Like, you know, we all watch TV, we see the scenes, you know, because it's, you know, reality TV, and it's true. But we've seen how Cody has favored Robin and Robin's family for years now, while he's just let go of everybody else. That's why Christine's gone, Janelle's gone, and even Mary, the one that tried hardest to be with him, Mary's gone. And like, I cannot imagine being one of their children and seeing how much attention and love he gives to Robin's family. And then he's telling his other children, well, you can't come to my house because you didn't wash your hands, or you didn't wash the envelope, or you got food, or you're living in an apartment building, or like every excuse in the book Cody could have thrown to make sure that his 18 kids didn't see him. And it's fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. He put that out there with Robin behind him. You know, when you know we saw all these scenes, like when they're at Robinson and they're sitting inside with jackets with fires going because they won't even bring them in Robin's horribly disgusting, poorly decorated home. Like they sit outside and they're freezing because, like, you know, no one's good enough to go in Robin's house where Cody lives 24/7. I don't know. I can't do it.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like on that subject that why isn't he having the girls, which I'm not sure if I think both girls, Brianna and Aurora, if they're still at home, why haven't they started to be kicked out as well? And I think it's because he favors her kids over the ones he had with the three others, because they are the children of the three others.
And by the way, who got COVID first after all these stringent rules? Cody and Robin got it from the fucking nanny.
And that's the answer to what does the nanny do? The nanny gives you COVID.
And there it is. And the truth shall set you free, motherfuckers. That's what that is. Then that, you know, despite all these stringent rules that Cody placed on everybody, wives, kids, grandkids, Cody and Robin were the first to get COVID from who? The fucking nanny. Okay. But we're all suckers, right? Like, we're supposed to believe Cody's this great guy.
No, I don't think we're supposed to believe that he's a great guy. I think we're just supposed to take the episodes as they come.
Yes. Yeah, because we all know how we feel.
Right.
So, I'll have to take him if anything.
At almost midnight, dropping out, but I'll be listening. I got an early
let
day
me end this. We're at 2.5 hours, way longer than usual. Thank you guys for being in the chat with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for all the super chats that we got. Man,
this was a fun night. It was good.
It was a great live, and so coming up, I will be live with Danielle Jabali at 4:00 in the afternoon Eastern tomorrow. I hope you all join in. Danielle has a GoFundMe right now for tuition. We're gonna get into that. Also tomorrow night we're gonna do 90 days recap before 90 days, so that's up for tomorrow night. And if you did not watch me and Molly live tomorrow night. And if you're a woman and if you've ever you felt insecure with your breast size, or like, you know, if you never had a bra that fit you the right way, or if you had like a double mastectomy, please, 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 please watch the live with me and Molly yesterday, because honestly, like, you know, people just want tea and like, you know, and drama and scandal, but like, you know, Molly is really, really working hard to just make any woman feel right and make them feel comfortable within their own skin. And I wish she could do that for me as a man. I wish, but you know, she's really doing the God's work, and I will be live with Molly in October 19th in East Orange, New Jersey. Being there, doing interviews with women who are like battling breast cancer, and you know, cancer hits very close to home for me, and certainly very close to home for Cody. And we're gonna be there, helping out in whichever way we can to spread awareness, because I'm not an asshole who only cares about myself. So please make sure you watch the Molly live from last night. It was really amazing, and I'd have to say probably my best live ever, because it wasn't just about scandal and tea. It was about, like, you know, human beings who need help, and I'm very proud of it. So please watch that. And I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And Addi, do you have anything else about your channel? Or
I'm working on trying to get into a trial coming up that I've been working with my producer. Is my producer okay with me saying who they are? I haven't asked yet, but somebody's helping me go through some information, and I'll be I put out a thing. It's called the Alice Crimmins case. It's from 1965, and I plan on going over it. She's had at least 2 trials over the years, and I'm just going to go through it little by little, and at least it'll help, you know, bring back. This is my producer, my girl, my scorpion.
She's my press secretary also, Susie Q. And thank you guys, my moderators, my members, even my subs, for being here. You know, like I said earlier in the live, my last 3 years have been just horrendous, and it's my own fault for going into it. I should never have done what I done, but all I can say right now is that I've never felt more at peace, and I finally feel like myself again. And you know, moving past certain people and expunging them from your life, and it just, like, I'm very disgusted with myself and what I've said over like the last few years, and not saying that what I said wasn't warranted here and there, but I should never have said what I said. And I really just hope that people remember me from the blogger I used to be, and where I'm moving forward now, because you'll never catch me for 1 second ever going back to that bullshit. And that's all I can say. So, you know, despite what people are saying, like, oh, I'm ruined, I'm canceled, I've been canceled so many times, but, like, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day, and it certainly wasn't rebuilt in a day. So I'm doing my best to just get back to what I love to be doing, and
moving forward, right?
Moving forward. So that's it. So much love to everybody in the chat, my subs, the super chats, amazing. Love you, Addi, love you, Wicked, love you, Brooklyn. And I'll be live again tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern with Danielle Jabali, and then tomorrow night at 9 we'll be live for Before 90 Days, the recap of last night's episode.
I need to watch it in the morning.
And I will too, because I didn't watch it either. So with that being said, Thank you, everybody, for
Love
being
you all.
here. And I love you all. Bye, everybody.